door start shaking, Coach Malzahn brings us up.
This place is going to be rocking, man. We're going to play our best game today. You play for the guy beside you.
You know, fans are yelling all over the place, adrenaline starting to rush.
All you see is the smoke, and we just running out of the field full speed.
We're about to get turned up for real now.
The bounce house is bouncing. The scene is electric, and the long wait is over. The 2024 UCF football season is underway.
You're watching the Big 12 on ESPN+. College football is back in the Sunshine State, and UCF is ready to charge on to the field. Season opener, the New Hampshire Wildcats take on the UCF Knights. We welcome you to FBC Stadium here in Orlando. Robert Lee and UMass Hall of Famer Rini Ngolia with you. Rini, you were a running back, and I know you're excited to see this stable of UCF guys who can tote the rock, led by hometown hero R.J. Harvey.
Yeah, they're saying this year, Robert, in the Big 12 is the year of the running back. I agree with it. The conference is deep. None better than R.J. Harvey, coming off a 1,400-yard campaign, 16 touchdowns. He's got a great low center of balance. He can cut on a dime, tremendous vision, and he's the go-to back. But, you know, when he comes out of the game, they got Penny Boone in the transfer portal from Toledo. He was the MAC Offensive Player of the Year. You add what he can bring to the table. And, oh, by the way, Johnny Richardson's still here from last year, and they add Miles Montgomery from Cincinnati. This UCF running back room may not only be the best running back room in the Big 12, it may be the best running back room in the nation.
FBC Mortgage Stadium, the bounce house they call it. We're ready to go to kick off the 2024 season. New Hampshire won the toss and they deferred to the second half. UCF will get the ball to start the game. Back deep to receive for the Knights are Xavier Townsend. Nick Mazie ready to kick it away for UNH. UNH, an FCS school, taking on an FBS school in Central Florida. Mazie, the junior, approaches the ball, and we are underway in 2024. Xavier Townsend takes it at the 7. Picking his way over to the far side, has some room. Turns upfield past the 30. Good field position for the Knights, who come out under new starting quarterback KJ Jefferson, no stranger to big-time football.
Yeah, you know, and head coach Gus Malzahn is back to calling the plays. That's his bread and butter. And, you know, with the size of KJ Jefferson, 6'3", 6'4", 250-pounder, we talked about the stable of running backs UCF has, Robert. Well, you can add KJ Jefferson to that as well. He's a dynamic runner with that size. You're going to see a lot of what Gus Malzahn did with Cam Newton back in 2010 at Auburn.
Jefferson, a transfer from Arkansas. First snap as a UCF Knight. R.J. Harvey in motion, and it'll be R.J. Harvey running left. Huge hole across the 35, up past the 40. R.J. Harvey on his feet across midfield to the 45-yard line, and a first down. 24-yard gain on the first play of the game.
And they're going to go fast now. You're going to see teams, you get a big chunk play, they're on the ball, ready to go.
R.J. Harvey, sixth-year senior. You saw his numbers earlier, over 1,400 yards last year, which ranked in the top 10 nationally, also 16 touchdowns. Pitch for Harvey. This time a good job stringing it out by Wande Owens for New Hampshire. Gain of 4.
Yeah, and if you're New Hampshire, you have to play fundamentally sound. Obviously, you're outmanned by a bigger, stronger UCF team, a Power 4 team, and you just got to play as fundamentally sound as you can. It was a nice job by Wande Owens that time there to set the edge.
Gus Malzahn teams love to run the ball. Top 10 in the country in rushing each of the last 2 years. Jefferson hands it off, and a good job plugging up the middle by Noah Stansberry. His sack and tackle already, a gain of just 1.
So now normally third down, you'd say for New Hampshire, okay, money down, you got to get off the field, but UCF is in a part of the field here where this is 2-down territory, so I would not be surprised with another run here on third down, because they're definitely going to go for it on fourth down here.
UCF converted 50% on third down last year, which was 6th in the country. Handoff on the jet sweep. Richardson has the first down to the 32-yard line. A gain of 5.
And I really like Johnny Richardson. He's just kind of that scat back, right? 5'7", 5'8", 175 pounds. Great speed and quickness. You get him in space, he's a mismatch.
Up-tempo offense, which Gus Malzahn has been running for decades. All running plays so far, the first 4 plays of the game for the Knights. Jefferson yet to pass the ball. He will here. He's got a lot of time. He throws down the middle, wide open, almost intercepted. Caleb Meade didn't see the ball coming, could have been picked off.
Yeah, and the receiver was wide open down the seam, and it was Johnny Richardson, and just off target by KJ Jefferson, and that's where, boy, you just got to set your feet and just lead him to the inside. There's no safety in the middle of the field there. If he leads him to the inside, if it's not a touchdown, it's at least a reception.
The pressure was on from Jacoby Sherrard, a 6-year grad transfer. Montgomery in the game in the backfield. And it'll be Montgomery picking his way up the middle and has a first down to the 20. Miles Montgomery, another new face on this team, a gain of 12, a transfer from Cincinnati.
Yeah, had 66 carries for 428 yards and 3 TDs at Cincinnati last year. I tell you what, the coaches have raved about him in training camp.
He'll get the handoff again. Delivers the blow inside the 15 to the 13, a gain of 7. Montgomery averaged 6.5 yards a carry last season.
I mean, the biggest issue Gus Malzahn and offensive coordinator Tim Harris are going to have is who to give the ball to. I mean, that is how deep this running back room is.
A lot of mouths to feed for sure.
We haven't even talked about the wide receivers.
Right. Or Penny Boone, the transfer from Toledo, hasn't gotten into the game yet. This will be Montgomery again. Stutter steps and takes it close to the first down at the 10. Toscano in there on the tackle again. 6-year grad student from Bedford, New Hampshire.
Yeah, and you said it in real time, Robert. Nice little jump cut in the hole by Miles Montgomery. Then he gets north and south, gets that first down, but now you can take him out, give him a little blow, and put R.J. Harvey back in.
Gus Malzahn, the head coach of UCF in his 4th season with the Knights. Up-tempo look here. Play action, throw over the middle. Incomplete through the hands of Kobe Hudson. Gus Malzahn is a true innovator in the last 30 to 40 years of college football.
Yeah, I mean, he basically brought, you know, the no-huddle, the hurry-up offense to the SEC in 2009. And there's been certain variations of it, but that's what he likes to do. He likes to go quick. You know, even though he's got helmet communications, he said that's not going to slow him down. He's still going fast.
10th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 10. Delayed handoff for Harvey. And a good job by UNH, stopping him after a gain of 3. Wande Owens, the transfer from Yale, there on the stop.
I didn't mention it a couple plays ago. That wasn't that bad of a pass by KJ Jefferson. You saw Kobe Hudson kind of point to himself saying, that's a ball I got to bring in for a touchdown.
So 3rd down here, certainly forcing UCF to settle for a field goal try would be a victory here for the Wildcats defense. They spread the formation with 5 receivers, Jefferson alone in the backfield, hasn't run the ball yet. Now they send Harvey in motion. Jefferson, short drop, all sorts of time, flushed out of the pocket to the right, throws it into the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Good protection there up front by that UCF offensive line. Finally, that UNH defense gets to KJ Jefferson, forces him out of the pocket to the right. It looked like he had a receiver coming across the field. It just kind of short-armed it. He had a couple receivers there, but he certainly had Xavier Townsend, number 3, in that back of the end zone. You thought maybe he could put it on him for a touchdown.
25-yard attempt for junior Colton Boomer from nearby Lake Mary, Florida. Hold us down, kick is up, the kick is good. And the crowd with the boom as he booms it through the uprights. First blood drawn by UCF, 3-0 Knights.
Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi custom cash card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
This is Formula One!
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
UNH head coach Rick Santos, in his 4th season with the Wildcats, was the interim coach back in 19. This is his 3rd season officially as the head coach. Led the Wildcats to the CAA title back in 22, was the coach of the year, and he is on the short list of the greatest UNH Wildcat players of all time.
I mean, you know, 3-time All-American, 37 and 14 as a starter. Not bad. You know, used to be Ricky Santos back then, but now a head coach, a little more established. So Rick Santos, had a great conversation with him this week, and yeah, was a tremendous player. And you love to see when star players like that from a team come back and become the head coach. Just a sense of pride there.
Santos' team coming off a 6-5 season last year. They were 4-4 in the CAA. A lot of close losses. 5 losses by a total of 28 points last year.
Yeah, did not make the FCS playoffs last year, which they're accustomed to. The year prior, 9 wins, and they went a couple rounds in, and that's what they're used to, making the FCS playoffs.
And that was a 6-5 team with these 2 players we're about to look at. Max Brosmer, who finished 2nd in the Walter Payton Award for the top offensive player in FCS, and Dylan Laube, who was drafted by the Raiders and just made the team.
Yeah, both these guys were All-Americans, and as you said, yeah, Laube makes the 53-man roster for the Raiders, and Max Brosmer, he's playing tonight.
Right.
He's just not playing for UNH. He's the starter for the Minnesota Golden Gophers against North Carolina.
So, stepping into Brosmer's big shoes is Seth Morgan, a senior. He is a transfer from Division II Shepherd, which is a school in West Virginia. He started his career at VMI and FCS school. The running back is Miles Thomason. Morgan, quick screen out into the flat. It's caught, but it's going to be a loss for Joey Corcoran. Braden Marshall there on the stop, a loss of 6.
Yeah, just a quick pass, quick bubble there. Trying to outflank UCF and just that speed from the secondary.
Morgan was a first-team PSAC player last year. That's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. He was an honorable mention All-American. He led Shepherd to a 9-3 record. They made the D2 playoff, and he put up some big numbers. But he's got a tall task here tonight. UCF is loaded. They've reloaded their defense after a poor season stopping the run last year. And a gain of maybe a yard or 2. Ricky Barber there on the stop. From Miles Thomason on the carry.
Yeah, and that's a point of emphasis this year for this UCF defense, especially that defensive front. They need to stop the run. Not good against the run last year for that defensive unit.
Bottom 10 in the country.
Yeah, ranking about 122, so much improvement needed there.
3rd and long here for UNH. And it's a handoff. Safe play call. It's Thomason up the middle to get some yardage back. Well short of the first down. They'll be forced to punt.
And you see New Hampshire there, Rick Santos not pressing it there, just figure, okay, see if we can pop a little run. If not, we'll punt it away. And you talked about it before, really just holding UCF to a field goal in that first possession was a win for that defensive unit of UNH.
New defensive coordinator Ted Roof, who you know from back in your days at UMass, talked about the need for negative plays, and that's what they started that drive with.
And that was the main reason Ted Roof was brought in here, to shore up that run defense. And 38 years coaching experience for Ted Roof, spent a lot of places.
Sean Lahane punts it away to Xavier Townsend. High spiraling kick. Townsend takes it to the 26, coming near side, cuts upfield to the 30, has some room to the 35. Oh, jukes a man at the 40, along the far sideline. Xavier Townsend across midfield. Excellent field position for UCF, where they'll have it first and 10, 26-yard return for Townsend, who was third team All-American Conference punt returner back in 2022.
Yeah, some nice moves there by Townsend. Exactly what you want to see out of your punt returner. Excellent starting field position here for the Knights. Does a nice job, secures
Near
the
side,
football.
cuts it back at the 30.
And then reads those blocks nicely. Good move there on the defender. Gets it over the 50-yard line.
So on UCF's first drive, they ran 12 plays for 61 yards to get that field goal. All the yards were on the ground. Jefferson was 0 for 3 on the drive. R.J. Harvey in the backfield. It's a jet sweep running left for Richardson. Picking his way forward, turns upfield to the 40, and driven out of bounds close to the first down by Caleb Mead, the cornerback.
Yeah, you know, just a jet sweep there with Johnny Richardson, one of the fastest players on this team, and good blocking at the point of attack as well by UCF, and a nice pickup on first down.
It was enough for a first down, 10 yards to the 38-yard line. R.J. Harvey, the wildly popular Orlando native, in the backfield. And it's a handoff for Harvey, setting up his blocks, but spun down by Wande Owens, who's been all over the field so far. The Yale transfer, first team All-Ivy League the last 2 years.
You know, I talked about R.J. Harvey's vision in the open. That time I thought, it's easy for me to say up here as a former running back, I thought if he would have cut that backside into the field, he had some blocks, he could have took that to the house.
3-yard gain. Owens, 6-year grad transfer from Cooksville, Maryland. Coming off the edge, pressure's on. Jefferson throws it up for grabs, incomplete. The strength of this team is that was Stansberry coming on the corner blitz. The strength of New Hampshire's defense, they're two defensive ends.
Yeah, and they have nothing to lose either, right? So I think defensive coordinator Garrett Gillick, who we talked to in the press box before we went on air, they're going to be aggressive. He wants his defense to be fundamentally sound, but they're going to send blitzes, and that time Noah Stansberry comes from that corner position and gets the hit on KJ Jefferson.
Sets up a third down, kind of in that no man's land between, movement on the line. We'll get our first call from referee Cravon Barrett.
Well, big Marcellus Marshall reacted. Let's see if they put it on the defense or him.
I think they're going to call it on Cameron Garner-Young.
Number 9, 5-yard penalty, third down.
And that's, you know, Marcellus Marshall, the right guard, 72, he's a captain, smart, because you can react. As long as you react immediately when that defender comes in the neutral zone, you will get the call of offsides, and they did, and that's the right call.
Heads up play for Marshall. Transfer from Kent State, second year at UCF. And a 2-year starter. And whistles.
Please set the game clock at 7:59. 7:59.
We'll put 3 seconds back on the clock. Third down and 2. Again, this would be a roughly 45-yard plus field goal, 48 from here. So may decide to go for it if they don't get it here on third down. Jefferson yet to complete a pass. He's only attempted 3. Handoff for Harvey. He's going to be stopped short of the first down, a gain of a yard. Wande Owens there on the stop again, number 5.
Yeah, 27, Brandon Ty, the free safety, also was up there in run support. Slowed R.J. Harvey down initially, and then Wande Owens came in as well. So good aggressive defense by the Wildcats.
UCF 57% on fourth down last year. This will be fourth and a manageable 2. Maybe call it a long 1. Jefferson will run it. And he'll pick up the first down, bulling his way forward on his first carry of the game to the 24.
It's always a luxury when you can go quarterback power with a 250-pound quarterback, because obviously with that direct snap, you got an extra blocker in the formation as the receiver comes in motion to crack block. Good push up front by that offensive line.
Fresh set of downs for the Knights. In the black jerseys, UNH in the road white jerseys. UCF 6-7 last year, 3-6 in their first year in the Big 12. This is Jefferson keeping it over the right side. He's stacked up after a moderate gain. Brandon Perkins, the linebacker, there to stop him.
And I know UCF's run the ball nicely, right? But the inconsistency of KJ Jefferson throwing the ball early, you'd almost like to see Gus Malzahn call an easy pass for him, just get a completion, right? Get some good mojo going in the pass game.
Montgomery in the backfield, he was effective on that first drive. He'll run it over the right side, keep the legs moving forward, and be dragged down by guess who? Wande Owens, a gain of 3.
Wande Owens, Ty, Zidane Williams, those guys are going to be tired, but they're coming up from those safety positions in run support. You have to do that. You know, basically, they're going to put 10-11 in the box. You almost have to do that the way UCF runs the ball and force KJ Jefferson to throw downfield.
More reasonable field goal range here on 3rd down and 5. Montgomery in the backfield to the right of Jefferson. Oh, he lost the ball. He gets it back on a lucky bounce, and he's tackled for a loss. KJ Jefferson just dropped the ball. He loses 2 yards on the play. Josiah Silver was there. Now, Colton Boomer made his first field goal attempt. This is 4th and about 7.
And I can tell you, a very hot and humid day today in Orlando, so there's no doubt his hands are sweaty. He goes to bring that ball back, and it just slips out of his hand. Good job to jump back on it and get forward and give Boomer a chance to kick in. As we take a look at offensive coordinator Tim Harris Jr., who was at Miami last year, was previously at UCF, was at Miami last year, now comes back home to the Knights.
Boomer kicked one through from 25 earlier in the quarter. This will be a 39-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, whistles, and a flag or a timeout.
Delay game.
Oh, wow.
Offense. Number
this is going to
35.
cost him 5 yards.
Well, I think he missed the kick, to be honest. I mean, the officials didn't signal it, but it looked like he missed it wide right. So this is actually an advantage for him. And so this right hash mark, some kickers just don't like it because you really got to turn those hips, put a little draw for your golfers out there. Nice little draw with a 5-iron, right? But now this back a little farther, I think he's going to be able to turn it over a little bit more here.
Boomer started last year very strong, but struggled down the stretch. This will be a 44-yard attempt. Kick is up. That's close. It's good. He sneaks it inside the right upright. 2 Colton Boomer field goals. 6-0 Knights.
Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
This is Formula One!
FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
Two possessions, 2 field goals for UCF, and Gus Malzahn talking to KJ Jefferson with the tablet, another new aspect of this college football season.
Yeah, you can show the plays now immediately, which is great. And again, you just got to settle KJ Jefferson down and get him into this game now. You know, the talk in preseason camp was there was some accuracy issues with KJ Jefferson throwing the ball down the field. He's got to work on it, right? This is a perfect setting to get him going, but, you know, doesn't look great early, but again, it's early, so got to work him into it. Up front, offensive line looks great for UCF. Running game looks good. Got to finish drives, though, with more than field goals.
9-play, 22-yard drive there. All the yards on the ground so far, as this will be another touchback for Boomer. So UNH, which went 3 and out on its first drive of the game, will try to move the ball down the field here on its second possession. 2 receivers for UNH are out today, and we'll take a look at UNH's season last year. You saw the close losses. They lost Brosmer and Lauby, 2 first-team All-League guys, but they could move the ball last year. They were 5th in the country at 37.5 points a game. Much different team this year. Caleb Burke, one of their top returning receivers, a junior, is out. Casey McKinney, a transfer today, is out as well. They were counting on both of them, so down a couple of guys at wide receiver. Isaac Seed is the running back. And a timeout for UNH before the drive starts.
Timeout.
Rick Santos,
New Hampshire.
you talked about what a player he was.
Yeah.
He was the Walter Payton Award winner back in '06, and that's the award in FCS for the best offensive player in the country. He's a 4-time first-team all-conference player. He's part of the UNH Hall of Fame, and you're going to see why. I mean, these are video game type numbers. 13,000 passing yards. Look at those touchdowns. And who was his offensive coordinator?
Yeah, well, Chip Kelly, you know, was back at UNH back then, and a lot of great guys. Ryan Day came from UNH, and you talked about the Walter Payton Award. That's the Heisman Trophy for FCS football. I mean, that's how good Rick Santos was. And you look at those numbers, and, you know, put it this way, if there was a transfer portal and NIL back then, Rick Santos wouldn't have those numbers at UNH. He'd have been gone, unfortunately for UNH.
Tremendous career, trying to get the Wildcats back up to the top of the league. Play action, throw on the slant, it's incomplete. It's intended for their top receiver, Logan Tomlinson, a grad student, Brandon Adams there on the cover.
Yeah, good job by Brandon Adams. He had that right hand on the hip. I thought the field judge almost was going to throw a flag here. Watch when he comes in, you see him kind of hook with that right arm, but he didn't turn him enough, so the flag wasn't thrown. Good defensive play.
Adams, senior from Atlanta, started 10 games last year. Seth Morgan was described by his offensive coordinator, Drew Belcher, as a pro-style quarterback. He mostly stays in the pocket, gets the ball out of his hands quickly. His head coach said he's got a lot of moxie and charisma. He's going to need it here today. He stands in the pocket, rushes on, throws for an open man over the middle. First positive play for UNH. It's Josh Fillion, a sophomore, on the catch.
Yeah, good quick throw by Seth Morgan. And, you know, something else you're going to see out of UNH tonight that's old school that you don't see a lot anymore is the huddle. They huddle up. They take their time. They can go fast if they want to, but playing a team like UCF, they told us we are huddling. We're going to slow the game down, which in essence speeds it up, and just try to take time off the clock and get first downs. They could use one right here.
A manageable 3rd and 2. Tomlinson in motion. And it's a fake handoff. It's a throw to Tomlinson. He's got a first down, and he is dragged down. His jersey is being ripped off, but he's got a first down, the first of the game for the Wildcats.
You know, it's a quick bubble screen by Seth Morgan. What I love is he leads Logan Tomlinson towards the line of scrimmage. Watch this. The ball's going to actually turn him and lead him upfield. I love that. Tomlinson turns. He's got some good blockers out in front. First down, Wildcats. Good throw by Seth Morgan.
Transfer Deshaun Pace on the tackle. Honorable mention All Big 12 last year at Cincinnati. So first time they've moved the sticks today. UNH looking for a long sustained drive here late in the first quarter, down 6-0. Tomlinson in motion. And it's a handoff for Seed. He pushes his way forward for a couple. Lee Hunter there on the stop.
Yeah, we saw Miles Thomason at running back the first possession. Now Isaac Seed talked to offensive coordinator Drew Belcher, and he said, listen, we had Dylan Lauby last year. We're going to use both these guys to try to get production, you know. Laube was so good last year.
Tough to get those guys on the field.
Yeah, exactly. So they're both going to play this year, and the combination of the two they feel pretty good about.
So they've both been productive when they played, but we're not going to take Dylan Laube off the field. Thomason in motion. Morgan stands in, throws the slant. Incomplete, intended for Joey Corcoran. Brandon Adams there on the coverage again.
Yeah, good tight coverage. He had a safety inside as well. And linebacker Deshaun Pace, you talked about him, transfer from Cincinnati. He was sitting right there as well and put a little hit on the receiver. So good coverage there by UCF.
UNH will spread the formation. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Morgan's been exclusively out of the shotgun. Sends his top target, Tomlinson, in motion to the left. Pressure's on, throws. Deflected and incomplete. Intended for Logan Tomlinson. 2 UCF defenders there.
Yeah, I believe it was number 4, Braden Marshall, who knocked it away. But I'm with you, Robert. You have 2 receivers in the same spot. Someone ran the wrong route, but both UCF Knights in really good coverage. And there, as I said, number 4, Braden Marshall, the nickel, was able to knock that away.
So UNH did pick up a first down, but will be forced to punt again here with under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Sean Lahane, 6th-year senior from the Boston area, 3-year starter, will punt it away to Xavier Townsend, who had an excellent return earlier in the quarter. Delay of game again. This one will be called on the Wildcats.
Delay of game. Offense, number 30. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
That's a Big 12 crew tonight. I was talking to the guys on the field before the game. They're excited for the season to start, just like all of us. College football's back, baby.
A little appetizer last week, in week 0, as they call it.
Just wet the whistle a little bit, little Guinness on the lips last week, and now we're ready to go. Full bore.
Lahane crushes another one high, booming, spiraling kick. Drives Marshall back to the 10. Marshall on his feet across the 25, jitterbugging his way forward, breaking tackles to the 35. Still dragging tacklers forward to the 37-yard line. 27-yard return for Marshall. UCF will take over again, leading it 6-0.
Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
This is Formula One!
To be honest, a big deal is we went 6-7 last year. I want to go out my last college year. I want to win. I want to win more games, and hopefully we can win every game this year. That's the goal. I want a winning season to be my final year. And of course, you know, I feel like the scouts, they really didn't know who I was last year.
R.J. Harvey from Edgewater High School here in Orlando. The Eagles. He's a wildly popular guy on campus.
And a lot of people thought he was going to go out and declare for the draft this year. And that question I asked him, he said, no, you know, we ended up with a losing season, 6-7. I wanted to come back and finish this thing off right here at UCF, and you love that.
That was their first losing season since 2016. And Malzahn's first losing season as a head coach ever. Reverse. Did not work. Flex Ruiz, the Orlando native, snuffed it out, a loss of 4.
Yeah, Noah Stansberry, the corner, came up as well. We're not fooled. Just let's take a look at these FBS rushing leaders from last year. See, Ollie Gordon led the nation. You got Taj Brooks in there. R.J. Harvey, 3 of those leaders out of the Big 12, and then down in the below you see Penny Boone, what he did at the MAC, and of course he is on this UCF team. We've not seen him yet tonight, but he is here.
Throw into the flat for Harvey, first completed pass of the game. It's kind of a little bit of a Bronx cheer from the crowd here. Goes out to the 40-yard line, sets up a manageable third down, a gain of 8.
Well, number 8, Josiah Silver, one of the defensive ends, is going to tackle Harvey and actually push him forward about another 5 yards. So give him a little help there.
No huddle, but before the snap, a timeout called by UCF. Their first of the half.
Timeout.
You talked about R.J. Harvey,
the first of the game.
They raved about him and what a leader he is. And you know, a lot of guys, when you get to be the big man on campus, you're not hosting recruits on official visits anymore. They said he's going all out hosting these guys.
So his story's phenomenal for those that don't know. There's a documentary that UCF put out. It's about 40 minutes long on him. It's great. He went to Edgewater High School, as you said, Robert, which is a local high school. Was a quarterback in high school. Went to Virginia out of high school, was a quarterback, just didn't work out. Actually, when he left Virginia and transferred to UCF, he actually walked on here. Earned a scholarship right away, got hurt, had a bounce back from that, and just really learned how to be a running back. And boy, has he ever learned how to be a running back, because he's dynamic. He's a kid that you're going to see on Sundays. He's got that NFL build, and just his vision, his quickness, his cutting ability. He's one of the best running backs in the nation. I think he gets disrespected nationally. I really do. I think he's going to earn more of that respect this year, though.
And we'll have a portion of that documentary coming up at halftime. Hometown hero. 3rd down and 6 out of the timeout. Jefferson back to pass, stands in, throws near side. A high throw, it's incomplete. Intended for Xavier Townsend. It'll be 4th down.
And it just looks like right now KJ Jefferson's pressing, right? He's not loose. He's just not throwing the ball. He's aiming, and when you aim and you sit on your target, which he did there to Townsend, he threw it behind him. You got to lead that receiver on a slant route like that, and just you got to be looser. So right now, KJ Jefferson's got a little work to do throwing the ball.
Mitch McCarthy, an Aussie, is the punter for UCF. He is a junior. And Miles Thomason back deep at the 10-yard line to receive for UNH. McCarthy, high, wobbly kick. Fair caught at the 18-yard line.
42-yard punt.
The 2024 Big 12 college football season is coming up on ESPN Plus with 6 games on Saturday. 2 p.m. in Stillwater, South Dakota State. The FCS champion takes on 17th ranked Oklahoma State. 2:30, Towson and Cincinnati at 7 o'clock. Action continues with UT Martin taking on 18th ranked Kansas State. Baylor hosts Tarleton State. A little bit after that, 7:30, Texas Tech and Abilene Christian. Rounding it out, 8 p.m. Southern Illinois and BYU. All coverage here on ESPN Plus.
You talk about a busy week 1. You know, football starts tonight. Thursday goes all the way through Monday. 57 games telecast by our network, by ESPN in week 1.
UNH did get a first down on that last drive. They have not had much success running the ball. This is Thomason dragging his way forward to the 23 as we come up on the final minute of the first quarter.
Yeah, good hard run there by Miles Thomason. Just keep those feet churning. You know, first down's a huge down. I talked to defensive coordinator Ted Roof about it. He said, we got to be excellent on first down. We want negative plays, which you mentioned earlier, Robert, and vice versa. You know, for UNH, they said we need to be positive on first down, get us into a manageable second so we can just try to keep this clock going and pick up some first downs.
Only 25 yards of offense so far for UNH. Basically evenly split between the ground and the air. Almost a man moving forward. Instead, it's a handoff for Thomason. Drives his way forward to the 25. Set up a third down. Deshaun Pace there on the stop.
And you saw big number 5, Ricky Barber, defensive tackle. That's a 300-pounder there that came upfield. Just wasn't quite quick enough to get the back, but shows you the speed from that defensive line position.
6-0, 2 field goals for UCF here in the first quarter. And it'll be third down and 4 as UNH tries to keep the drive going into the second quarter. And actually, they do not have to run a play here.
Yeah,
so there's 10 on the play clock, and there's only 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and I don't think they will. And if you're UNH, Robert, you're ecstatic.
Yes.
You're going to get through this first quarter. You only gave up 2 field goals. Your defense bent, but it didn't break, and you're feeling good right now.
Rick Santos fired up. The FCS UNH Wildcats trail UCF 6-0 after 15 minutes. We're back to FCBC Mortgage Stadium in Orlando for the second quarter right after this.
Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here. The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
Rick Santos and the UNH Wildcats out of the FCS Coastal Athletic Association down 6-0 and starting the second quarter with a third down and 4. Robert Lee, Rini, and Goli, our entire terrific ESPN crew with you from Orlando, Florida. And UCF looking for the stop here on third down. Seth Morgan, the quarterback, takes a good snap. He's back to pass. He throws down the middle. It's intercepted. Here comes UCF the other way at the 35. Deshaun Pace on his feet inside the 20. Deshaun Pace to the 10. Deshaun Pace out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and that time, Seth Morgan just tries to force it in there. There was actually two Knights in coverage, and Deshaun Pace, this is a will linebacker. This isn't a safety. And he actually takes it away. I mean, Sheldon Arnold, number 9, the safety was sitting there thinking, I got an interception, my first one at the FBS level, and Deshaun Pace says, no, I'm here too. He gets the interception and almost takes it to the house.
First year at UCF for the Cincinnati transfer, 7th career interceptions. Led the Bearcats last year in tackles and tackles for loss. 3rd trip into the red zone, and it doesn't get much better than this for a drive start. 1st and goal from the 3.
Yeah, that was like a Tampa 2 defense out of Ted Roof, dropping the linebackers way back in coverage.
Jefferson up the middle for the touchdown. KJ Jefferson makes it 12-0.
Yeah, just good play fake. You got the 2 linemen pull out in front. Excellent job. Adrian Medley, 76, the tight end. Number 5, Randy Pittman pulls. You love it. And it's just quarterback power. And again, 250-pound quarterback. And that's what he's best at, right? Running that power play. And if he can just settle in and complete a few passes, everything will be okay in Nightland.
Boomer's kick is up. It is good. 1 play, 3-yard drive set up by the Pace interception return inside the 5-yard line. KJ Jefferson caps it off. The senior from Mississippi makes it 13-0.
Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible.
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
This is Formula One!
UCF creates the first turnover of the game to the delight of longtime defensive coordinator, well-traveled Ted Roof.
Yeah, and you know, we talked to Teddy yesterday, and I love what he said. You know, he asked him, what are the points of emphasis? What are you going to tell your defense? He said, win the next 24 hours, right? Be mentally prepared. Be great on early downs. And then I love this one. Do your job. Just make layups. And, you know, just do what you're supposed to do. Now, Ted Roof's been coaching 38 years. We talked about it. I knew him 31 years ago when he was a young defensive line coach at the University of Massachusetts. And I was a young running back back then, so I've known Teddy a long time. You know, former head coach at Duke, defensive coordinator at Oklahoma, Auburn, Penn State. He's well-traveled.
And he knows head coach Gus Malzahn. They were both coordinators on Auburn's 2010 title team.
And you see the interception there. Seth Morgan just tries to force it in, and just great blanket coverage there. And Leash on pace, good return, and exactly what you want. The takeaway, turn it into 6. KJ Jefferson touchdown. That was a good defensive possession and an offensive possession, one play and a touchdown for the Knights.
Clearly, UNH cannot afford to lose the turnover battle if they want to be competitive in this game. What's the message to that quarterback Morgan after that last pass?
Protect the ball, you know, just don't force it. And I just think he forced that one, and that's what's going to happen against a very fast and deep defensive secondary.
A lot of motion there in the backfield. This is Seed trying to bounce it outside of the right, and he could not. Mac McWilliams, transfer from UAB, there on the stop.
And that's the biggest thing when you're an FCS program, when you're a smaller program, and you try to get outside. You know, Power 4 teams are so fast. I mean, they're fast all over the field. It's really hard to get outside on the perimeter like UNH tried to do right there. And you saw Mac McWilliams right there come inside the block, shoot up there, and make that tackle for the loss.
McWilliams, a 3-year starter at UAB. UCF was his only official visit when he went into the portal. Said he fell in love with it here in Orlando. Morgan back to pass. He's protected. He throws the slant and he bounces it into Tomlinson. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and that time I think Seth Morgan was thinking about that interception. He kind of locked onto his receiver, tried to fit it in there, threw it behind, and now you're in no man's land. You're 3rd and 12, and now Ted Roof defensively can dial up pretty much whatever he wants. See if he tries to put a little pressure on Seth Morgan here.
Morgan has misfired on his last 4 passes. Senior from Pittsburgh. Throws the quick screen out to the near side, and this one's going nowhere. Snuffed out by Marshall.
Yeah, I mean, they had the screen set up, but you just see come underneath the blocks, and I believe it was number 4, Braden Marshall, as you said, and just tremendous job to just get through those blocks. I mean, they had the screen set up, and Marshall fights through, makes that tackle for the loss, and just an excellent series defensively by UCF.
UCF's most effective player in moving the ball tonight has been the punt returner, Xavier Townsend. 26 yards on each of his punt returns. UNH didn't allow a return longer than 12 yards last year. It's blocked. It's in the end zone. Running after it and fallen on for a safety. 15-0. The block from Ladarius Tennyson, special team player of the year in the SEC last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. We talked about him in our meeting, and you brought up, Robert, he's such a great special teamer. First team, all special team in the SEC. He gets through there, flies through, gets the block, and the safety for the Knights. The Knights will get the ball on the other side.
Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible.
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
This is Formula One.
Ladarius Tennyson started his career at Auburn for Gus Malzahn, played 2 years there, 2 years at Ole Miss, and he has made himself into a special teams specialist.
Yeah, you see him come right up the middle. You know, he's from Rockledge, Florida, not far from here, and you see that in the transfer portal. At the end of guys' careers, when they make that final transfer, they usually always come home. And nice start to his UCF season for Ladarius Tennyson. Picks up right where he left off with stellar special teams play.
UCF has dominated in special teams. 2 huge punt returns and now a blocked punt for a safety. Macy will kick it from the 20-yard line. Xavier Townsend takes it at the 17. Townsend slicing his way forward, breaks into the open field, and he's dragged down across midfield at the 45-yard line by Jackson Stone. Could have saved a touchdown.
Yeah, good middle return there. I love Townsend as a returner because he doesn't dance around a lot. He finds that seam and he just hits it and gets those positive yards. And now offensively for UCF, Robert, again, you got good field position, positive territory over the 50. You have to finish a drive off like this with a touchdown.
Hey, UCF has only 90 yards of offense 2 minutes into the second quarter, and they have only 8 passing yards. Great field position again for the Knights. Here's Penny Boone in the game for the first time to the right of Jefferson. And the transfer from Toledo will bounce it outside to the left and be driven down after a gain of about 4. Brandon Perkins there on the stop.
And Penny Boone, 6'1", 230, 235. He's a tall back, but he does a nice job lowering his center of gravity, getting those shoulders low, running behind his pads, delivering the blow.
Gained 1,400 yards and 15 touchdowns at Toledo last year. He was the MAC Offensive Player of the Year. Jefferson flushed out of the pocket. He is sacked. KJ Jefferson pulled the ball down quickly, and he takes a loss on the play.
And that time the UNH defense got upfield. Ryan Toscano, 39, the linebacker was in there. And the pocket just collapsed on KJ Jefferson.
Toscano, a true walk-on when he joined the team 6 years ago from Bedford, New Hampshire, about 40 miles west of campus. Had only Division II offers. He's got 215 career tackles coming into the game.
Yeah, Gatorade High School Player of the Year in New Hampshire.
The Granite State, 3rd and 10, longest third down conversion attempt for UCF tonight. Jefferson, play action, protected well, throws deep down the middle, has a man, it's incomplete. Wide open was Randy Pittman, the tight end.
And I talked about it earlier, so if you notice, if we show a replay here, Pittman's going to be running down that right hash. There's no safety in the middle of the field. So if you're KJ Jefferson, you have to lead him to the middle of the field. Throw him open. Instead, the ball drifts on him. It wanders outside the hash. That's a ball that's got to come way inside the hash towards the middle of the field because there is no safety. You would run Randy Pittman open to a touchdown there. So that's a play with this new technology with the iPads. You're going to go on the field, you're going to go on the sideline, you're going to show them this is where this ball needs to be placed.
Great field position. They go 3 and out. They don't gain a yard. They're having all sorts of confusion about who's supposed to be on the field, punting the ball away, and they are forced to call a timeout.
Timeout.
Take another look at that last play, Reedy.
Yeah, and again, you know, a lot of times a quarterback, you'll hear me say throw him open. So you're going to see the safety 27, Brandon Ty, turn his back and run with the receiver, making the far over route. Pittman's wide open down that hash. Now the defender is coming to him. That ball's got to be on the hash or inside of it where you can throw Pittman open where he can run to it. Yeah, Brandon Ty, the safety 27, he's going to turn and come back, but you got to be able to fit that ball into the middle of the field. You can't drift it back to where the defender for UNH is on the outside of Randy Pittman.
Great expectations for KJ Jefferson, the Big 12 preseason newcomer of the year. He holds all sorts of career records at Arkansas, completion percentage, passing yards, passing touchdowns, total touchdowns, but he has struggled throwing the ball here in his first game so far with UCF. Mitch McCarthy to punt it away from his own 42-yard line. Miles Thomason back at the 10 to receive for UNH. Fair catch called for and made at the 9-yard line. UNH faces a long field ahead, down 15-0.
Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here. The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
Cool scene during the timeout here at FBC Mortgage Stadium, the bounce house, where UCF leads UNH 15-0.
That used to be lighters when we were in college, Robert. now it's cell phones, right? Now it's iPhone lights.
UNH comes out on offense inside its own 10-yard line. They've run 15 plays for a total of 20 yards. If you're Rick Santos, you're that offensive staff. What's the message as you try to get something going on offense?
Yeah, I mean, you're still in this game, right? I mean, you're down 15-0, 2 scores. First down, positive yardage. We talked about that earlier. 3, 4, 5 yards. Doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but just get yourself in a manageable 2nd and 5 and 6. I just, when you try to press it on first down, but, we've seen some negative yardage plays out of them on first down. You just can't do that against a defense this fast. Something positive here and just try to get some momentum going offensively.
Seed is in the backfield behind Morgan. Seed, 2 carries for no yards. Play action. Morgan throws, airmails it, intended for Joey Corcoran on the far side. A little bit too high for Corcoran, the junior from Montreal.
And Mac McWilliams, number 20, just one-on-one coverage there. Inside route and just good coverage. But now, like we talked about, so nothing positive on first down. Now you're 2nd and 10. Now, advantage defense.
UNH picked 7th out of 16 teams in the CAA preseason poll. A lot of close losses last year. Trying to get back into this game here. It's a handoff running left. Nice hole. Spinning his way forward. Miles Thomason close to the first down at the 20. Good run there. Best run of the game for UNH. Adams there on the stop.
Boy, I thought they were going to give him the first down. I think they called it just the nose short
Very
of the 20.
close.
But a nice spin by Thomason. A good explosion through that hole to get it to 3rd and literally inches. You see the nose of that football. Just needs to touch the 20-yard line to be a first down.
With the way everyone goes out of the shotgun now, the quarterback sneak, unless you're Jalen Hurts, is pretty much a dead play now. But they only need about 6 inches to get the first down here. Ooh, second effort, I think, for Thomason. And I think, they're going to say his knee was down. I think they marked him short. Quadric Bullard there on the stop.
Yeah, they did. This one might go to review, but the headline judge certainly came in and said a body part, a knee, an elbow was down short because he fell past the 20-yard line. We'll get a look at it here. Good penetration originally. He gets hit. Let's check and look. Oh, that's great.
Oh, yeah.
Great call by the headline judge there.
I think UNH is going to go for it.
Yeah.
What do you have to lose? You're at your own 19-yard line. You're down 15-0. They're going to go for it. 63% on 4th down last year and a timeout. Timeout UNH. They want to get their signal straight here before this huge play.
And I don't know. I mean, I think Rick Santos might think about it.
New Hampshire.
The UCF offense hasn't really done anything.
Correct.
I would punt this thing away. I really would. You know, you give up the ball here in the red zone. I mean, you're almost inviting a touchdown for UCF. So I would punt this thing away. But, you know, something interesting, too, we haven't talked about yet, Robert, is the new communication, right? So the helmet communication, the coach can talk to a player on the field on offense and defense. And usually it's the quarterback, and on defense it's a linebacker. FCS schools do not have that technology yet. Now, if you play an FBS school, you can use it. UNH decided cost evaluation, we weren't going to rent it, so they're calling their plays normally, and UCF gets that technology in the iPad, of course, we talked about as well.
4th and inches from the 19-yard line for the Wildcats of the FCS Coastal Athletic Association. They're down 15-0. They're going to roll the dice here, but also try to draw them off sides. Morgan, the quarterback, out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to pass. He's going to stand in. He's going to throw. And the play was blown dead. A flag on the far side of the field. It was an incomplete pass, but it's going to be a false start that will almost certainly make UNH punt the ball.
Yeah, the false start, it's a favor for UNH.
Right.
Kick it away.
False start. Number 75. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Trevon Barrett, the referee, makes the call, and like you said, it was going to be an incomplete pass. It was going to be UCF ball at the 20-yard line. This is actually a favor, although the electric Xavier Townsend will be back deep to receive it, and the last punt was blocked for a safety. So UNH has got to shore up the special teams here. Sean Lehane to punt it away. Townsend at his own 37-yard line. Lehane near the goal line. And there is movement on the far side from the gunner over there for UNH before the play.
I don't see a flag, though, but I'm with you, Robert. I saw movement, too. Don't see a yellow flag on the field, but we'll see. My eyes, I am getting old.
Number 7.
There was no snap on the play. 4th down.
They call that a do-over back in the driveway, right?
Yeah, in the playground. That do-over, guys, doesn't count.
So, try it again here, Sean Lehane. No pressure this time. He boots it away high, spiraling kick. It's returnable for Townsend. He's driven back to the 28-yard line. And a better job of coverage this time by the Wildcats, stopping him at the 39. Coming up at halftime, Rini had a chance to sit down with head coach Gus Malzahn of the UCF Knights. Talk with him. We'll also have a bit of that Hometown Hero documentary on R.J. Harvey. We talked about stats and highlights as well. It's all coming up in about 10 minutes. Oh, 9 minutes, 59 seconds.
Yeah, you know, Gus likes to talk in a lot of coach speak, but I think I got him to open up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Talked to him before the game, was just ready and looking forward to the start of the season.
The only coach with 100 wins in high school and the FBS level. An Arkansas high school coaching legend. R.J. Harvey takes the handoff, running the sweep left. A lot of room, R.J. Harvey. There he goes! R.J. Harvey inside the 20, a foot race, and he is dragged down. He fumbled the ball inside the 5. It is recovered by UCF. It appears at the 1-yard line. Wande Owens ran him down. I thought he was off to the races.
Yeah, great angle by Owens.
Oh, I think he might have touched the pylon.
Yeah, so they'll review this. Now they're already huddling together, the officials. I'm with you. It's definitely not a fumble. He's either down short of the goal line or it's a touchdown. So
moving on the field, the runner was down at the 1-yard line.
So they're going to review this. I guarantee you, replay reviews this. I'd be shocked if they don't. We'll see if we get a stoppage here. Clearly wasn't a fumble.
Is his knee down there when the ball's at the half-yard line?
The previous play is under further review.
So we talked to replay earlier, so this is something new that college football fans need to know. There's collaborative replay. So when the official comes and talks to the replay official up here, which is Rick Jackson, they also are piped in to Big 12 headquarters in Dallas. So they will give input as well. It's collaborative replay, but Rick Jackson, the replay official here, will make the final call. We're gonna look at it here. So if an elbow or forearm is down, he's down. The nose of the football, I always give this analogy, the nose of the football just has to touch the front of that line to have broken the plane. So the analogy I like to give is the very front of that line, of the goal line. Picture a sheet of water that goes up to infinity from the very front of that line. If the nose of the football just touches the water and puts a ripple in it, you have broken the plane and it's a touchdown. So
I think the side angle shows that his left knee, kind of the thigh or the knee, might have, this angle shows that his left knee might have been down when the ball was at about the 1 foot line.
And remember, you need indisputable video evidence, right, to overturn this. He was called down. Yeah, I'm with you. I think that thigh, I actually think that left thigh hit short of the goal line. So I think they're gonna let it confirm it just short,
After
and that's
review,
good view.
The runner was down at the half-yard line. First down.
60-yard run for R.J. Harvey.
And the other thing I like about the officials is people are like, oh, why didn't they call him down at the beginning? You got to let that play out, because if it was a fumble, you don't want to come in and blow a whistle. You want it to play out because you know you can always huddle up, sort it out, and get replay. So this Big 12 crew is on it tonight, week 1.
Is now number 89.
R.J. Harvey will take the Wildcat snap. So the quarterback, K.J. Jefferson, is not on the field. R.J. Harvey will take the direct snap. The Orlando native takes a high snap, trying to pick his way forward. He's in for the touchdown. R.J. Harvey's first of the season, and it's 21-0.
I love that from Gus Malzahn. I always got aggravated, right, when you have a 40 or 50-yard run and you come down to the 1, and then they put someone else in to get the touchdown. He said, no, I'm going to let R.J. finish this off. He presses the hole on the direct Wildcat snap. He presses, uses his vision, bounces to the left, and walks in for a touchdown.
Manny, you had 54 touchdowns in your career. How many times that happened to you?
Not many. My coaches liked me, right?
UMass Hall of Famer Rini Ngolia Boomer's kick is up, and it is good. Under 10 minutes to go, first half, 22-0 UCF. UCF in its second season in the Big 12, but what's old is new again, right? 2 teams on their way out, and 4 teams from what used to be the Pac-12 have joined.
I think of the Power 4 of the 4 conferences, the Big 12, top to bottom, probably the most parity and the most competitive, right? I mean, I think most people are picking Utah as the favorite. You got Oklahoma State, Kansas as well, but like, would you be surprised when we get to November if a UCF was kind of fighting to make it to the conference championship? I mean, it's a great looking conference, a fun conference, and boy, we're just getting started with it. I can't wait to see what transpires this season in the Big 12.
UCF was 3-6 in the Big 12 last year, but they started 0-5, including 2 one-point losses and a 2-point loss. They won 3 of their last 4 to close out the Big 12 season. Interestingly, they only play 2 of the same 9 teams again this year, Cincinnati and West Virginia. They play all 4 of the Pac-12 newcomers.
And they fought back to get to that 6th win to become bowl eligible and make it to a bowl game. And what that did was, Gus Malzahn's been a head coach for 12 seasons. He has had a bowl eligible team every single year as a head coach. That's pretty amazing.
8th straight year in a bowl game for UCF, one of only 13 teams nationally, and they like to point out the only team from Florida. Boomer's kick has been mostly touchback so far, and it is again. And let's shout out the neighborhood, right? Colton Boomer from Lake Mary, Florida. You may have heard of them recently. They just won the Little League World Series, beating Taiwan 2-1 in extra innings last Sunday. It's about 15 miles northwest of here.
Nothing like walking it off, right? And it's a famous ESPN person that lives in Lake Mary. One coach, Lee Corso, lives in Lake Mary.
How about that? Colton Boomer from Lake Mary, Florida. A couple of players on the team from there, and so much of a local flavor.
Oh, by the way, their high school team this year is nationally ranked and ranked in the state as well. Very good high school football program this year. Lake Mary Rams.
Morgan and the Wildcats start from the 25-yard line. Flag is down. Throw into the flat. It's caught by the tight end Ramshaw, who turns upfield for a gain of 8.
Yeah,
there is a flag.
It's going to be an illegal shift. This is going to come back, unfortunately, for UNH, because that was a nice play, but illegal shift. It's going to be 5, and it'll be 1st and 15.
Illegal shift. 2 players in motion before the snap. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And that just kills you. You just got an 8-yard play on first down. It's the best first down play you've run the entire game.
And one of the things Coach Santos told us, and all coaches tell us, but he told us specifically, pre-snap penalties. You cannot get those. Those are unforced penalties. The defense isn't doing anything to cause you to have that penalty, and it takes away a really nice play and now puts you in a bind, right?
1st and 15. UNH playing an FBS school. They've lost 5 in a row against FBS. Last win was over Georgia Southern back in 2017. Morgan back to pass. Pressure's on. Rolls out. Trying to get away. Still on his feet. Morgan throws it deep, up for grabs. Tomlinson the catch past the 40. He outfought Antoine Jackson for the ball. Biggest play of the game for UNH.
Yeah, and Logan Tomlinson, one of the captains, 6'3", 212-pounder, big receiver. And yeah, if you're Seth Morgan, throw it up. It's a 50-50 ball, one-on-one. Give Tomlinson a chance, and he comes down with the big play.
22-yard play. They had only 29 yards before that play total. Tomlinson, the grad student from Manchester, Connecticut, a transfer from Wesleyan, a D3 school, alma mater of Bill Belichick. Running left. And a good job picking his way forward to the 45 for Thomason.
Yeah, just an outside zone, a little stretch play left. Good patience by Thomason. Picks up 3, but again, it's positive on first down, and that's what you have to be positive.
Talked about Tomlinson. He's clearly been the top target so far, 6'3", 210, third team All-League at UNH last year, and preseason All-League honorable mention this year. He was actually a quarterback in high school and switched to wide receiver at Wesleyan, where in 2 years he had 1,800 yards and 15 touchdowns. So on that move up to FCS. Both running backs in the game. Morgan throws the quick pass in the flat, caught by Seed for a first down across midfield. Brian Threats, another transfer from Cincinnati, with the stop.
Yeah, good quick throw by Seth Morgan to Seed. They go to the boundary, short side, just get it to him quick, lets him turn upfield. And nice job by UNH offense.
Best drive of the game for UNH. First time they've been into UCF territory. Gain of 10. Therefore, Seed on the catch. Seed did not have a catch all of last season. It's Seed. This is what UNH wants to do. There is a flag down. Move the ball in small chunks. Run time off the clock. Keep the ball away from UCF.
You're going to get a holding here, though, so you're going to back up.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 2. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Huge penalty on Lee Hunter, the All-Big 12 defensive tackle.
Yeah, I thought that guard came down. Thought that umpire was going to call a hold. He didn't, but he got the face mask on big Lee Hunter. And it's a 320-pounder in the middle, so when he's reaching those big paws out, don't be confused by that number 2. Reaches those paws out and grabs a face mask. And that's a big penalty on UCF, and UNH in good shape right now.
The offensive coordinator for UNH said he is a game record. He's the most physically imposing player we'll play all season. Lee Hunter. Stopped in the backfield. Miles Thomason. Loss of 4 on the play. Alexander there on the stop.
Yeah, and that time that defensive line said, all right, we're going to get after it. Alexander with a good rush, and Lee Hunter was there as well, so good push on first down by that defensive line. And, you know, if you're UCF defensively, you got to think, all right, we need to dominate the line of scrimmage.
No excuse not to.
Yeah, exactly.
UCF really struggled against the run last year. Rini mentioned one of the worst teams in the country in that statistic. Morgan facing pressure off the edge, gets away. Morgan has some time. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to run. Morgan spins his way forward. Not a huge running threat, but he takes it inside the 25. Tackled by Ethan Barr, a gain of 7.
That's the first time we've called Ethan Barr's name out. He was voted a captain. He's a transfer from Vanderbilt. Really good linebacker, had a relationship with Ted Root, but does a nice job to track Seth Morgan out and make that tackle, because if he cuts back inside Ethan Barr and breaks that tackle, he picks up that first down.
Malachi Lawrence, number 51, came off the edge to create the scramble situation. First third down here of the drive for UNH, by far their best drive of the game so far. Looking to cap it off with some points. Be about a 40-yard field goal from here if they don't gain a yard on this play. Morgan throws, caught by Tomlinson. He's going to be short of the first down at the 20. It's going to be 4th and 4. I think they're going to kick.
Yeah, you want to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, right? Try to get 3 here. Get some positive momentum. It's a nice drive. You want to finish it off with points.
Nick Macy is the kicker, a junior from Boxford, Massachusetts, north of Boston. 14 of 20 last year, but from inside 40 yards, he was 11 for 12. This will be a 38-yard attempt to get UNH its first points of the season. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. Kick is hooking. The kick is good. Nick Macy gets UNH on the board with a 38-yard field goal, 22-3. A lot of new aspects of college football this year, none bigger than the CFP, the College Football Playoff. 12 teams now, Renee.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on there. So all you need to know is there's 4 power conferences. Those 4 conference champions get automatic bids. They will be seeded 1 through 4. They get a bye the first round. 5 through 8 that come in, they will get a home game. 9 through 12 will play those teams, and then from there you're going to go to the quarterfinals, semifinals, the championship game. The bowl games will kick in for those quarterfinal games. And so, yeah, it's fun. I mean, we've all waited for this. I think it's going to be great. It has more access, and we should also mention the Group of 5 will now have access. The highest ranked Group of 5 champion will get in as well. So, you know, everyone has a kind of seat at the table and a path, although some schools the path is very limited. You still have a path, which you really never had before.
And in the second half, we'll have Rainey's meticulously researched projection of the top 12 teams.
Well, phone in one hand, pizza in the other.
They did just honor that Lake Mary Little League champion team on the field during that last time out. UNH on the board here. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half, 22-3. It'll be Nick Macy to kick it away to Xavier Townsend, who's at his own 2-yard line. They will kick it to Townsend again. For better or worse, he takes it on the run at the 6. This time, good coverage. He spun down just past the 25-yard line. RJ Harvey, who got by far the biggest cheer from the fans when the starting lineups were introduced before the game, closing in on another 100-yard effort.
Now, he's going to get ribbed in film session because Wande Owens did a nice job preventing that touchdown on the long run by tackling with the 1. But I should also say, Wande Owens is on the Senior Bowl, recent Senior Bowl watch list as well. So they're pretty good safety there, Wande Owens.
When Harvey was racing past the 25, I would have put the chances that he wasn't going to score at about 5%
yeah,
there.
Me too.
Worst drive start of the game for UCF. They've been averaging a drive start across midfield. Miles Montgomery, who's been effective in there at running back. Jefferson will run it over the right side and be dragged down at the 33-yard line, a gain of 6.
Yeah, and if you're a UCF fan, and Coach Gus Malzahn for that matter, and offensive coordinator Tim Harris, you would want nothing more than to put together a nice drive, 4 minutes, go down, get a touchdown, and maybe even a couple of completions from KJ Jefferson on this possession here.
Going to be a handoff from Montgomery, bouncing it outside to the left, and Montgomery into the secondary across midfield for a big gain and a first down.
I've been impressed with Miles Montgomery. Again, we talked about transfer from Cincinnati. The coaches raved about him. They said his preseason camp has been exceptional.
23-yard gain and a timeout.
Yeah, just inside zone, and then you see him. He's one-on-one with the linebacker, 39, Ryan Toscano, and just Too quick for him. Presses the hole.
That is their third and final.
Quick feet.
Of the half.
Bounces it to the
Please
left
reset the
side
game
and then
clock
squares those shoulders
to
up in a nice
3:43.
pickup for Miles Montgomery.
Final timeout for UNH. UCF has 1 timeout left. Keep in mind, another new rule in college football this year. There is a 2-minute timeout in the second and the fourth quarters. So there will be a timeout at 2 minutes or under 2 minutes if the play's going.
All right, fans, listen. It is not the 2-minute warning. Do not say it, because you'll get smacked on the knuckles. It is the 2-minute timeout in college. We've been told that a lot. It's ingrained in our head.
KJ Jefferson has led a UCF rushing attack that has 171 yards, but he is only 1 out of 7 for 8 yards through the air.
Yeah, definitely got to work on that accuracy.
And it's an interesting situation because you're up by 19. It's late in the first half. The game is not decided yet, but normally you'd be content with just continuing to run the ball in the second half, but I'm sure they want to build some confidence in him. And a lot of that chemistry with those receivers who have only caught 1 ball today. Blown up in the backfield. 2-yard loss on the play. Josiah Silver, the 2-time All-American, there on the stop.
Yeah, he just shoots in there from that left defensive end spot. Gets to the mesh point and makes the play.
5th-year senior from Hampton, Virginia. Led the team in tackles for loss and sacks last season. Johnny Richardson in there at running back. Jefferson, delayed handoff. Loss again of 4 yards on the play. UNH rising up on defense.
Yeah, I mean, give defensive coordinator Garrett Gillick and that unit props because they got really good push that time from that defensive line. They're winning the line of scrimmage this possession, and now UCF, 3rd and 16.
UCF going backwards on this set of downs. Passing situation here, UNH shows blitz. They'll pull it back, rush 4. Jefferson throws over the middle. It's caught. Close to the first down. He's going to be a yard short at the 35-yard line. Kobe Hudson's first catch of the game. Owens there on the tackle.
Yeah, but they'll elect to go for it here. I mean, this is in Boomer's range, but they're going to keep this offense going. That was a good throw by KJ Jefferson. Could have led him a little bit more if I want to nitpick, but listen, that's the best throw he's made tonight for sure.
1 for 1 on 4th down, 4th and a yard. Jefferson will run it. He barely, I don't know. He might be a half-yard short based on where they're marking it. I think he's short.
Yeah, he didn't get it. That's a defensive stop.
Tim Bonagura, a junior from New Hampshire, Fremont, New Hampshire, and I think they stopped him.
Yeah, and when you go in there on 4th and 1, you got to run with a sense of urgency. And, you know, he put his head down, which, listen, you want to put your head down, but you also got to see where you're running, right?
First down, New Hampshire.
You got to spin off. You just can't run. He ran right into the back of the defender. You got to have your eyes up and just kind of slide one way or the other to where that seam is. And then you're 250. You're going to move it for a yard or two. But when you run into the defender like that, that's on you.
And he ran right into Bonagura, who was the defensive tackle, just taking up space in there. He ran right into him. He comes up a half-yard short. And UNH with the stop on downs. Again, the 2-minute timeout is coming up after the next play. This is UNH's best starting field position of the game, the 34.
And remember, in college football, every play's reviewed. So replay's looking at now. He had a little push there, but
he had to get to the 34-yard line. I don't think there's going to be conclusive evidence that he got there.
I'm with you. There's no angle that we've seen that shows me that that ball broke the plane of the 34-yard line. And replay's looking
The previous play is under review.
Yep, they'll take a look at it.
Made the line again.
And you talked about it, right? So he's called short. Replay needs indisputable video evidence, right, to overturn this call on the field and to give this a first down. So you're going to see here where he runs into Bonagura, puts his head down, and if he would have just kind of slid, now good fight there, but from this angle, you're not overturning that play. And I tell you, if he just slides a little more to his right, I think he kind of gets through that gap and he picks it up easily.
Definitely that angle is not going to be conclusive. I mean, you can't tell at all. Maybe this high angle.
This is your best look right here. I think it's a good call. I mean, I think he's short.
Yeah, we'll see what the replay officials say, but from that angle, I don't think you can conclusively say he made it another half yard to the 34-yard line. And Gus Malzahn told us this, you know, coaches get the same questions over and over again. What are you most looking forward to? You know, what are you thinking about? What are you optimistic about? What do you have concerns with? He said, hey, there's nothing like going out into that first game against another team and getting into some adversity and seeing how you respond.
After review, the ruling on the field stands.
It will be UNH ball.
Yeah, so they didn't confirm it, but just means they didn't have conclusive evidence one way or the other. But the officials got it right. Again, this Big 12 crew's been on it in this first half. And, you know, one of the things UCF wanted to do offensively, physical up front, right? That offensive line. That time, tell you what, UNH got after it. They made some nice plays, and they won the line of scrimmage that possession.
Yeah, forced a 3rd and 15 or 16, and then made the play when they had to on 4th and a yard. 2-minute timeout coming up after this play, and it'll be a running play for Thomason, and he
Thomason on the carry.
Gains a yard. 2-minute timeout coming up right now at 1:50. Clock continues to run. We're going to take a break. They'll reset that. 22-3 UCF with the lead.
Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible...
This is Formula One!
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
Two-minute timeout complete. Coming up at halftime, Rini will talk with Gus Malzahn. Also, R.J. Harvey, a little bit of a snippet of that documentary, Hometown Hero. Take a look back at the first half, which UCF leads 22-3. They've been in control on the scoreboard, but certainly has not been a dominating performance for the Knights by any means. They had an interception that set up a 3-yard touchdown drive. They had a safety, and then they had a 60-yard run that set up another touchdown, but they haven't been able to move the ball consistently. UNH throws it, and it's caught. And undercut for a 7-yard gain. And going down with an injury, first injury of the game.
I think that's Zachary Kim, 22, one of the wide receivers on this roster.
Yep, Zachary Kim made the catch. a senior from California. And I'm sure there's at least one person out there saying, why did they add a 2-minute timeout? It's a little bit of inside baseball, but it's basically to space out the commercial breaks during the second and the fourth quarter. I don't want to go further into it than that, but it's basically so there's not a whole clump of commercials.
And if you ever watch college football and you wonder, take a TV timeout, they run a play, kickoff, and then they take another timeout, and you're like, why are they taking so many timeouts?
UCF has elected not to accept the 10-second runoff.
So UCF had the option of accepting a 10-second runoff because of the injured player. They will not accept that in hopes of having more time if they get the ball back.
And that's a new rule this year as well, Robert. So 10-second runoffs never occurred till under a minute left in the second quarter, a minute left in the game. But now, since we have a 2-minute timeout, all the timing rules that were a minute and less now go to 2 minutes and less. So a little more inside baseball for you.
UCF does have the only timeout left in the first half. Defense looking to make a stop here on 3rd and 2. Thomason in the backfield with Morgan, who's 8 out of 14 for only 48 yards and had a critical interception that was returned almost for a touchdown. Morgan stands in and throws, and he bounces it for Tomlinson. Short arm that one a bit. 4th down, it looks like UNH will punt. Quadric Bullard on the cover.
That was the matchup they wanted, just a sprint out by Logan Tomlinson, and Morgan just could not connect with him. But that was the target they wanted. That's where he wanted to go.
4th 3 and out on 7 drives for UNH. Xavier Townsend back deep to receive the punt of Sean Lehane, who had one blocked earlier for a safety. Rush 4 this time. High kick. Townsend does not call for the fair catch and is brought down immediately about the 21-yard line. So plenty of time here. Minute 32, 1 timeout left for UCF, and under 2 minutes the clock will stop on a first down now if they do get a first down. That changes in the last 2 minutes of each half. KJ Jefferson, see his numbers thus far.
Yeah, and again, he's pressed a lot. I think he's thrown one nice ball tonight, that deep over route to Kobe Hudson, and you just got to try to get him in a rhythm. Just looks like he's pressing, throwing the ball.
Worst starting field position of the game here for the Knights. Harvey in the backfield. And it'll be Jefferson. Shakes one tackler and bowls his way forward to the 27-yard line. A gain of 8. Wande Owens the stop.
It looked like he was going to get tackled for a minimal gain, and just boom, bounces off a defender and picks up 7.
Good drive starter there, a gain of 8. Jefferson, play action, blitz coming off the edge. Jefferson throws deep down the far side. Leaping grab for Kobe Hudson.
Well, there's the best throw of the night. Give RJ Harvey credit. You know, we talk about him as a great running back, but you got to be able to pick up blitzers as well, and he does. It gives KJ Jefferson a split second to complete that pass.
46-yard gain to Hudson. Back to pass again, feeling a little bit of rhythm here. Dancing around the pocket, he's gonna run. KJ Jefferson to the 20. Oh, and he lowers his head to the 13-yard line. Wande Owens there on the stop, a gain of 13.
And since we're under a minute, the clock will stop after that first down, but it's gonna start back up here as soon as they set the chains.
Harvey bounces it outside to the left, has room, a touchdown. RJ Harvey, second of the game from 13 yards out, 28-3.
Well, if you're a UCF fan, you took a huge sigh of relief when KJ Jefferson completed that pass, because that was the best throw of the night, and that may take the top off it. And you see, you give it to your all everything back, RJ Harvey. He presses, he bounces, and a nice first half for RJ Harvey. 9 carries, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Boomer's extra point is up and good. 29-3 here in the final minute. And like you said, if you're a UCF supporter, you couldn't have scripted that last drive any better.
So you see Harvey slide over, pick up the blitz beautifully. KJ Jefferson steps up in the pocket and throws a beautiful ball to Kobe Hudson. And I love how Hudson goes up and makes that catch. And then, you know, good protection, a lot of time, nowhere to go. And KJ Jefferson said, all right, I'm going to run it. I'm a good runner, too. Gets that first down. When you're 250 pounds as a quarterback, you lower the shoulder, and then you finish it off with your all-everything running back, R.J. Harvey. That's the explosive UCF offense fans are used to seeing right there.
Harvey went over 107 games last year. He does so in the first half of this season. All 3 touchdown drives for UCF took less than a minute. Now seizing full control of this game, 29-3. UNH will get the ball to start the second half. As Boomer will kick it away. All of his kicks have been touchbacks so far. Will be as well. So now UNH with no timeouts. How aggressive does he want to get here with 75 yards ahead? No timeouts, 43 seconds left.
I mean, to me, none at all. I think something high percentage. You're going to run a little draw.
You're also getting the ball to start the second.
Yeah, a little underneath handoff, because usually no timeouts. You're backed up 43 seconds. When you try to press it here, Robert, usually more bad happens than good. And
they're going to take a knee.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you should do.
So UNH is going to take a knee here. UCF will not call a timeout. They only have 1 timeout.
You know, to me, UNH actually played better than the 29-3 score, right? If you're just looking at that score, you're like, oh, UCF's all over. But they didn't play that bad. And I think, frankly, UCF being up 29-3, yeah, it's kind of surprising, but they got there.
It was not as dominating as the score might indicate.
Yes.
The special teams have been completely one-sided in favor of UCF. But UCF, until that last drive, really didn't move the ball that smartly or effectively, consistently play after play. They had some big plays, but until the last drive, didn't really move the ball.
Remember the 1 touchdown after the block punt? Great. Or they got the safety after the interception. They were first and goal inside the 5. So
it is UCF with a 29-3 lead over UNH at the half in the season opener here in 2024. UNH will get the ball to start the second half. A couple R.J. Harvey touchdown runs, KJ Jefferson a touchdown run.
That is the end of the first half.
We're now joined by head coach Gus Malzahn of UCF. Robert Lee, Rini, and Golia with you. Coach, what did you see from KJ Jefferson in that first half, and how pleased were you that he finished the half so strong?
Yeah, you know, offensively we've been sloppy as crap. I think that's what really stands out to me. Made a couple bad calls too. Defensively, he's played their butt off. You know, we should be up by a lot more as good as our defense played. But hey, first time out with new quarterback, new offense. We'll clean some things up in the second half.
Coach, I know one of the things going into this season, you wanted to be more physical up front with that offensive line. Defensive line, I thought, was physical, but offensive line, were you satisfied with that, and what changes or tweaks will you make at halftime?
I don't know. I mean, we got stuffed on 4th and 1 against a 1AA team, so not real happy about that, but we'll come back out. We'll get better.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Gus Malzahn of UCF. His team leads at 29-3 at halftime. Plenty coming up on the halftime show. Coach Malzahn sits down with Rini. We also have a look at R.J. Harvey from Orlando. 29-3 the score at the half.
When we say charge on, we commit to do extraordinary things, to put in the work, to be smarter and stronger, to let them know we're coming. Charge on! Charge on!
Everything you thought you knew is brand new. We on a new wave. This ain't what it was. See, when the game changes, so do we. Every day, every play. Always been greater than 12, now standing 16 strong. In every end zone, any time zone. When everyone else keeps asking, what's next? We know we are.
Hey, Carrie, you're clear.
Vamos.
This is incredible. Carrie Abello looks 100% as she passes through the leading edge rehab center. Our surgeons aren't the only ones honing their skills today. 7 floors dedicated exclusively to orthopedics and spine, and she can't be stopped on any of them. Just the goalie to beat. But wait.
Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute. Choose well.
When we say charge on, we commit to do extraordinary things, to put in the work, to be smarter and stronger, to let them know we're coming. Charge on! Charge on!
Everything you thought you knew is brand new. We on a new wave. This ain't what it was. See, when the game changes, so do we. Every day, every play. Always been greater than 12, now standing 16 strong. In every end zone, any time zone. When everyone else keeps asking, what's next? We know we are.
I'm here with UCF head coach Gus Malzahn. Coach, thanks for joining me. Second season now in the Big 12, so just right off the bat, how has camp been? Give me your thoughts about the team.
Yeah, camp's been a grind, and we really needed to get more physical toughness, mental toughness. That's really been our message. And really, we got so many new players, like just everybody coming together. So, our motto is TNT, toughen together.
Yeah.
And it's been a true grind. The guys have answered the bell. They've done exactly what we've asked. We've been real blessed so far, with no major injuries, and we've been very physical. So, really, camp's been real successful so far, and looking forward to the season. And
that kind of segues into my next question. I know as coaches, when a season ends, and we talked about last year was UCF's first in the Big 12, you always do a self-evaluation on your coaching, on your players. Was there anything specific, and I know you mentioned toughness, was there anything specific besides that coming into this year that said we need to do this better in year 2 in the Big 12?
Yeah, discipline. I mean, and so that was real big for me. I self-evaluated myself. I had to get back to being me, and the team taking on my personality. So that's really where it started. Fall camp was a big part of that. Like I said, I think we're in a good spot with that, but we got to be more disciplined late in games. We got to find a way to win those games. We didn't win those games, and penalties and everything that goes with that. And so that's really what our message has been.
I know you got a great quarterback room this year. A lot of fans are very excited. You bring in KJ Jefferson. I'm not comparing him to Cam Newton because that's not fair. But similarities in terms of his skill set and his size. And, of course, you had Cam back in Auburn in the day. Talk about KJ, and will we see some play calling from Gus Malzahn similar to what you did with Cam Newton?
Yeah, we definitely could. The physicality part and how physical he is and his size and weight and all that is similar. But he's got his own skill set too. But he's a true dual threat guy. He's a very experienced guy. He's played a lot of football, so you can just tell as you're coaching him. And we've really been just trying to identify the things that he's really comfortable with, the things that he may not be comfortable with, and just build around his strengths. And so that's been a process, not just in spring, but fall camp. We think we got a really good plan, going into fall with him.
One of the other changes you made in the offseason, you bring in Ted Roof as a co-defensive coordinator. Full disclosure, I've known Ted Roof for over 30 years. I'm getting up there in age. I know he brings a ton of experience.
Yeah.
He was, for fans that don't know, he was the head coach at Duke, so he's been at a power program, defensive coordinator, a lot of places. I know you coached with him at Auburn.
Yeah.
Is that really why you brought Teddy in, that experience?
Yeah, that experience, there's no doubt about that. And we've won a national championship together in 2010 at Auburn. So, I was the offense coordinator, he was the defense coordinator for 3 years. So we got to know each other really well, coaching against each other. We kept in touch throughout the years. And so when we made a change, I just called him up. He was my first call. And he's a real aggressive guy.
Yeah.
He's an experienced guy, but he's a real aggressive guy. And that's really what we need. And you're going to see our defense, we've been talking about getting turnovers. We've been talking about getting TFLs and really doing a good job stopping the run. So far, so good. But it's great to have him as our defense coordinator right now.
Last question, we'll get you out of here. Obviously, the Big 12's adding 4 new teams this year. They added the 3, including you, so 7 in 2 years. Big conference. But this year also, the college football playoff expands to 12, which is a good thing. I mean, expanding those playoffs. Give me your thoughts on basically the expansion of the Big 12 and the college football playoff.
Yeah, the college football playoff, it should have been 12 a long time ago.
Sure.
It's better for the fans. It's better for programs. I know it's great for us and our conference. And as far as our conference is concerned, it's like we're in a new conference again this year. We only play 2 common opponents, but that's okay. I do like our schedule better this year. We got some great home games. We traveled more than any team in college football last year, so thank goodness the schedule is more accommodating for that. I know our farthest trip to Arizona State, we have an off week afterwards, so that sets up great. And then obviously we'll end the season with Utah on Black Friday, and we don't have to travel. So the schedule sets up. I mean, we just got to get our stuff done, on game days.
When we say charge on, we commit to do extraordinary things, to put in the work, to be smarter and stronger, to let them know we're coming. Charge on! Charge on!
Everything you thought you knew is brand new. We on a new wave. This ain't what it was. See, when the game changes, so do we. Every day, every play. Always been greater than 12. Now standing 16 strong. In every end zone, any time zone. When everyone else keeps asking, what's next? We know we are.
Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
Throughout the whole entire 2023 year, I was fully confident in myself. Like, I went out there every game, just knew that I could do anything.
Jay Harvey to the end zone. Touchdown. Harvey's going. Harvey out of the backfield. Does he have enough speed? He does. Touchdown. Harvey through the back door and into the end zone. Touchdown.
What a night for R.J. Harvey, 3 touchdowns, goes over 1,000 yards for the season.
When the crowd was cheering my name during the game, at first I didn't even hear it. Like, I was on the field. I think we were on offense when they started doing it. And then, like, I think after the play, I just started hearing my name. I started hearing the crowd chanting. It meant a lot to me. You know, I love all the fans at UCF.
Final score, your UCF Citronauts, 45. The Oklahoma State Cowboys, 3. RJ! 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 RJ!
Hey, foul on me, foul on 3, 2, 3.
Obviously, RJ's been a leader on the team for what's it like now that he has the captain patch on his chest?
Yeah, he's earned it. He's earned it. You know, he's one of those guys, everybody's got him up here, he's earned that, but he hadn't flinched. He's actually started working harder, and just that respect. He doesn't say a lot, but the respect that he has for his teammates, every day he shows up. And if you just lined our guys up and you'd say, you know, be around them for 10 minutes, you wouldn't, you know, you'd think the top guys, you know, they'd have like an ego and look at me, he's completely different. He's just like everybody else. That's really one of his strengths, if not his biggest strength.
RJ had to work himself to where he is now. You know, we look at what the product was of last season for him, and it was a really great season, but, you know, it wasn't that when he walked in the door. He really had to take every step from the bottom of the running back depth chart, learning how to play the position, to now. And his teammates respect the heck out of him, because no matter how much success he had last year, you wouldn't know that by the way that he works. He works extremely hard on and off the field for this program.
I want my whole team to just go out there with no regrets this year, to just play hard and just love each other and just go out there and win. That's the main goal, just to win.
Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
RJ gets the handoff outside 40, 45, RJ 50, RJ 45, 40. There he goes. 35, 30, 25, 20 to the house. Dives and he is. RJ takes it. RJ gets outside. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. RJ Harvey. He got 60 on the carry. Gets one more in the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 21-0 Knight lead.
UCF fans may not agree on everything, but one thing they do agree on, Knights fans love Mark Daniels. 30th year as the play-by-play voice of the Knights and a UCF Hall of Famer. Second half action is coming up. The Knights, Mark Daniels has called 29 points for them so far, 29-3 the lead as we get set to start the second half.
Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible.
This is Formula One! This is Formula One!
You are watching the Big 12 on ESPN+. FBC Mortgage Stadium, the Bounce House here in Orlando, set to start the third quarter. UCF 29, UNH 3. RJ Harvey had a big first half, and it will be his teammates on the kickoff team to kick off to start the second half. Colton Boomer to kick it to Caleb Mead. Every kick for Boomer so far has been a touchback. This one is no exception. RJ Harvey, the Orlando product, had a big first half, 9 carries, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He had 700-yard games last year. This is first of this season in the first game of the year. Robert Lee, Rini Angolia, who had 21 100-yard games as a UMass Hall of Famer, ran for over 4,600 yards in his career. What do you think the message was for each team at halftime?
Yeah, I mean, for UNH, it's really just fundamentals, like one play at a time. Let's get something out of this half. Let's have some production. For UCF, I think defense, they were pretty steady. Offense, they need to get in a rhythm, sloppiness, and they need to get more physical up front. They got to win the line of scrimmage with that offensive line.
Flag down on the near side of the field as it was Adams tackling Thomason. It's going to go against UNH.
Holding, offense, number 74, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Trevon Barrett, our referee tonight, and this will back up UNH on first down. UNH struggled moving the ball in the first half, had 30 plays for a total of 78 yards, did have 1 turnover. They were 1 out of 8 on third down. Did have a field goal drive late in the second quarter, and Seth Morgan is a little uneven in that first quarter, or first half. 8 out of 15, 48 yards and an interception. The new starting quarterback for UNH slings it out to the far side. It is caught, but it'll be a short gain. Joey Corcoran on the grab. Mac McWilliams there on the tackle after a gain of 4.
Man, I've been impressed with Mac McWilliams tonight. Again, transfer from UAB. Started in all 12 games for UAB last year and steps in here playing that right corner position, and he's played well tonight.
Morgan, the transfer from Division II Shepherd School in West Virginia, was first team All-League last year, an honorable mention. All-America in D2, making the move up to FCS this year. He takes the snap, he's got some time, he throws it into the flat for Thomason, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. Braden Marshall there on the stop. He is also from Lake Mary, Florida.
Yeah, Braden Marshall, the nickelback, also been very active tonight. See him coming off there, he's kind of shaking that right shoulder, a little bit of a stinger there, but does a nice job getting Thomason out of bounds. And 3rd and long, not the way UNH wanted to start this second half.
Just 1 out of 8 on third down. This is their longest yards to go on a third down tonight. They've got to get it out to the 35-yard line. High and wide for Logan Tomlinson. It'll be a 3 and out.
And I tell you, he had Tomlinson open, but you know, Seth Morgan, a little pressure there in the pocket as he released the ball, and it kind of sailed on him a little high, but Tomlinson was open when he came out of the break. But you're going to see they just rushed the front 4, and you know, when you take a big hit from Ricky Barber, yeah, that's going to force you probably to throw it a wee bit high.
5 3 and outs on 9 drives now for the Wildcats. It'll be Sean Lehane. He was busy in the first half. This is 6th punt of the game. One of them was blocked for a safety, and he has been crushing the ball here. Xavier Townsend takes it at the 30. He's coming near side, breaks a tackle to the 40, and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 15-yard return for Townsend. So we talked coming into the game about the running back room for UCF, and they've got to spread the ball around a little bit. I was a little surprised that Penny Boone didn't get a lot of run in that first half.
Yeah, he's the one. I think pleasantly surprised, not surprised, but happy with Miles Montgomery. He ran hard. You see the 6 for 46. Of course, talked about R.J. Harvey. Johnny Richardson, a couple carries. But, yeah, I think Penny Boone's the one. You'd like to see him get a few more touches here in the second half.
And Coach Malzahn talked about that. You know, he talked about that adversity in the form of, I'm not getting the ball. You know, how do you react in that situation? I'm not saying Penny Boone's saying that, but it's only natural to want to, you know, be a little bit more involved in the game plan. Here's Jefferson, shakes one tackler, but is swarmed under by the Wildcat D after a gain of about 3. Politano in there.
Yeah, it looks like that was a true RPO, a run-pass option, but good penetration by UNH there. And Jefferson's able to duck underneath and at least get upfield. And you look up and think it's a negative play. He picks up 3 yards on first down.
Jefferson, a 3-time captain at Arkansas, was voted a captain this season for the Knights. He rolls out to the right. He's got time. He throws. It's intercepted at the 41-yard line. Intercepted by Zidane Williams, a senior from Springfield, Mass.
Yeah, it's just a bad pass by KJ Jefferson. There's no other way to say it. You know, he looks to the left, he rolls out, he wants to go underneath R.J. Hardy. It's good coverage, and he just short arms it. I mean, he sees Zidane Williams sitting right there and throws it right to him, and the booth to my right just explodes because that's the UNH coaches over there. And, you know, honestly, the defense from UNH has stepped up many times tonight. A big play there, and that's just, you see offensive coordinator Tim Harris Jr. talking to KJ Jefferson. And that, listen, it's a 50-year senior. That's a throw you just can't make. if you're KJ Jefferson.
In firm control of the game, Zidane Williams, his second career interception, former linebacker, now a safety, makes a huge play for UNH. Seed takes the carry over the right side for a gain of 2. When I asked the defensive coordinator of UNH, Garrett Gillick, who was the leader on defense, he said Zidane Williams, 60-year senior, outspoken, energetic, huge in the community. He said he's really struggled to put on weight. Not a problem either of us
He was
have.
a former linebacker, but he couldn't put on that weight, so they made him an overhang, you know, a safety, bring him up in run support, and boy, nice play there as he dropped back into coverage and got that interception.
So UNH trying to turn UCF's first turnover of the game into points. Nearing midfield. Morgan slings it out to the far side, a rocket, and it's caught short of the first down. Catch made by Josh Fillion. It's Braden Marshall there on the stop.
A nice grab by Fillion, goes up to make that catch, as you talked about earlier, from Canada, but went to high school in Buffalo, Canisius High School. Makes a nice catch here to get it to a manageable 3rd and 4.
Fillion's second catch of the game, had 13 grabs last year. 3rd down, pressure's on. Morgan throws up for grabs, incomplete. Broken up beautifully there, intended for Fillion again. It was Brandon Adams on the coverage. And will UNH go for it here? Looks like they're gonna punt.
Yeah, the coaches raved about Brandon Adams as well in camp, and I think that was good coverage. Yeah, a little hand fighting there, but they let it go. It's actually a good pass by Seth Moore. He drops it into Puckey. You thought Fillion might be able to hold it onto it, but Adams was there for the pass breakup.
Unable to capitalize on their best starting field position of the game. Lehane will punt it again for a 7th time in the game now. And the electric Xavier Townsend back deep to receive. Townsend, junior from Tampa. But Lehane is really getting a lot of hang time on these punts. Townsend takes it at the 9, trying to jitterbug his way forward and knocked out of bounds. At about the 12-yard line, this may be the worst starting field position of the game for UCF. 29-3, Knights lead.
Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
This is Formula One! This is Formula One!
After tonight's opener against UNH, UCF will be favored to beat Sam Houston here next week on Saturday, and then open up the Big 12 schedule at TCU, a team that was picked kind of close to them in the preseason poll. Deion Sanders comes in, and then a somewhat anticipated matchup 2 hours up the road against the Gators.
You know, obviously, college, you don't get preseason games. And not that these are preseason games, because you always show the respect to your opponents. But to be able to open up with New Hampshire and Sam Houston, two teams you're going to be big favorites on, it's kind of a luxury to get going in the season as compared to some teams open up with tougher matchups.
Miles Montgomery breaking tackles over the right side for a gain of about 6. Wande Owens, who had 12 tackles in that first half, in on another stop.
Yeah, you know why he's on the Reese's senior watch list. He's all over the place. Great speed as well. Played at Yale last year.
As a Yale graduate, they throw into the flat. They do complete it for Randy Pittman, the tight end. And he does a good job running after the catch out to the 38-yard line. Caleb Mead the stop after a gain of 20.
Yeah, good little throw there by KJ Jefferson. And Randy Pittman is one of those tight ends. He comes across the motion, goes out on the flat. You know, he's 6'2", 225. He can run. He's one of those flex-wise, those tight ends that can cause those matchup problems. There's a nice running catch there by Randy Pittman Jr.
Just the 4th completion of the game. 2 of them have gone for 20+, including that big one to Kobe Hudson at the end of the first half. This will be a handoff for Harvey. R.J. Harvey ridden out of bounds at about the 45-yard line by Wande Owens.
R.J. Harvey on the carry. Brought down out of bounds by Wande Owens.
Good play on first down, though, right? You get 6-7 yards. Keeps you way ahead of the chains there. RJ will get a little rest here.
Montgomery in there at running back. They send Javarius Johnson in motion, fake the handoff to him, and Jefferson just lowers his shoulder and runs his way across midfield for a first down. Mateo Vandemia taken for a ride on that one.
Yeah, I mean, KJ Jefferson is a bull when he gets going. When he gets momentum and he lowers those shoulders, it's like a fullback coming at you. It's hard to bring him down, and a little power there, and they pick up the first down. So nice drive here, a little rhythm from that UCF offense that we really didn't see much in that first half.
Jefferson back to pass, has a lot of time, throws the wheel route near side for a wide open man. Miles Montgomery in the open field to the 30. Miles Montgomery breaking tackles inside the 5, touchdown! Miles Montgomery takes it in from 49 yards out, 35-3.
I like the play call. A little half roll to the right by KJ Jefferson, throws it back to Miles Montgomery. Look at the speed down that left sideline. Beats the defender, stays in bounds, gets it inside the pylon, and Miles Montgomery is having a nice game for himself as well.
He has been a big-time contributor. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to go all the way. Averaged 6.5 yards a carry last year. First year at UCF, played 3 years at Cincinnati. That is his 5th career touchdown. Boomer booms it through, 36-3. UCF with the lead. Miles Montgomery from 49 yards out. KJ Jefferson loves that run after catch. And the Knights in full control.
Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible.
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here. The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
UCF has stretched the lead to 36-3 after a 49-yard catch and run for Miles Montgomery.
And a little rhythm to the offense by UCF there. Nice play call by Gus Malzahn. You got the roll to the right by KJ Jefferson. You slide Miles Montgomery down that left sideline on a little wheel route. A little underthrown ball, but gets there nonetheless. And just the athleticism and speed by Miles Montgomery down that sideline. Now, we talked earlier about haven't seen a lot of Penny Boone. Well, that's the reason. Miles Montgomery's had a great training camp, the coaches told us, and it's spilled over here in game one. That's why he's won those reps.
Different kicker out there, Grant Reddick, a highly regarded recruit from here in Orlando. He had the kickoff as the first kickoff that was returned in this game. Boomer had all touchbacks so far. UNH takes it out there. Miles Montgomery, a fourth-year junior from Jacksonville.
Yeah, earning that playing time. Listen, when you have a running back room as deep as they do, 4 talented guys, you know, it's tough to share the load, but you're going to give it to the guys that are playing the best. And obviously we know about R.J. Harvey, but Miles Montgomery showed up to play this year, has had a great camp, and is having a great game one.
So with just over 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter, UNH down big here, but still a lot to play for. I think they're going to go back to their own weight class, so to speak, for the rest of the season in FCS as they hand off to seed. Every positive play, every rep that's something positive against this FBS school that's overmatched you is going to go a long way.
I mean, you're 100% right. You know, you want to get out of here healthy first and foremost, get home, and then when you evaluate that film, yes, you got to get some positives from it, clean up. You know, the biggest improvement teams make, and this goes for UCF too, is from game 1 to game 2, right? And so both these teams got to keep playing hard, especially New Hampshire, fundamentally sound.
Breaking a tackle, Seed. Ooh, goes in the air and is ridden out of bounds emphatically by Dalen Dotson, number 15, after a gain of 3.
Yeah, that was Braden Marshall, number 4 again. He's been all over the place. He's the nickel. He's the one that initially got there. He thought he was going to get the tackle for the loss. Seed was able to bounce off. And then as a former running back, I can tell you, never jump like that unless you're going for like a goal line or something to break the plane, because you're going to get hit hard.
It'll be third down and a manageable 4. Thomason in the backfield. UNH looking to keep the drive alive here. Morgan has some time, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle. It is juggled and it is dropped. It was Colby Ramshaw, the tight end, who couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, Ladarius Tennyson, excuse me, was on that coverage, and it gets bobbled, and you think the big tight end, Colby Ramshaw, is going to be able to pull it in, and just can't do it. But I tell you what, good protection up front by UNH. Gave Seth Morgan time. He's able to sit in the pocket, find his big tight end, just could not make the completion.
3 new starters for UNH along that offensive line, anchored by returning starter, 3-year starter center Dylan Poirier. All 3 and outs this half for UNH. Townsend at the 20 to receive. Lehane, shorter kick, very high kick, fair catch called for by Townsend, and he makes it at the 30-yard line. The natural comparison, of course, for KJ Jefferson with his body type, former #1 pick and NFL MVP, Cam Newton.
And, you know, I talked to Gus Malzahn about it, and obviously you're not comparing KJ Jefferson to Cam Newton, but you see the size similarity, right? The physical features, the attributes. And so I asked him, hey, you're calling the plays again. Will we see some similarities to what you did with Cam in 2010? He said, absolutely. And we've already seen that tonight with all these quarterback runs and the quarterback powers. you know, for KJ Jefferson, just got to get a little confidence back and get into a rhythm and clean up some of those throws. And again, you got a couple weeks to do it. So we'll see how he finishes this game off.
He's made his completions count, almost 28 yards per completion. And 5 completed passes. Penny Boone in there, runs it up the middle. And you start looking ahead a little bit after the gain of 6. If UCF has a good solid drive here and scores another touchdown, then maybe you look at getting Jefferson out of the game and bringing in one of the backups at quarterback.
I mean, Jakari Brown, who's an excellent quarterback himself, he's the second string. He's a transfer from Miami, but Gus Malzahn actually recruited him at Auburn, went to Miami. Now he's here at UCF, played at Lowndes High School from Valdosta, Georgia. Heard a lot of really good things about him in training camp. So yeah, I'm with you, Robert. I think if they score here, I think then you give the fourth quarter to Jakari Brown and let him go to work.
But I think very importantly, you want Jefferson to play well, as you see Brown there. You want Jefferson to play well on this drive, finish it off on a high note to go into this extended week of practice against Sam Houston next week. Penny Boone, big hole up the middle. Penny Boone galloping into the secondary. He's going to take it to the 20. Foot race, Wande Owens. Oh, did he stop another touchdown? Wande Owens is a highlight killer. Oh, it is a score. It is a score all the way from 59 yards out.
This one might go back to review as well to see if his knee was done. It almost looked like Penny Boone eased up a little bit when he got close to the goal line. He's trying to look at the big board. But Wande Owens, give him credit, he does not quit. We'll get a great look at it here. Remember, it's called a touchdown. And you know, his knee hits, but his knee hits with they're going to review it again. We need indisputable video evidence that when the knee hit, the ball was short of breaking the plane. I don't think there's indisputable video evidence there that I've seen, so this touchdown's going to stand. But that running attack from UCF, and the knee clearly hits at the half-yard line, but if the ball had already broken the plane, and to me it did, this touchdown's going to stand. But if you're a UCF fan, nice to see Penny Boone get going now too. So I mean, you got Harvey, Boone, and Montgomery now with big games.
Almost 300 rushing yards now. You played the game. You were an offensive player, but how easy is it for a defender to just quit on that play and not make that effort to try to save what looks to be a touchdown?
And I tell you what else from Wande Owens. NFL scouts are watching.
Oh, absolutely.
They love that effort. It's a game where you're down big, you're in the second half, and you're not giving up on the play. You just love that effort out of Wande Owens. That's going to pay dividends for him when scouts, look at all his gameplay. He's been all over the place making tackles tonight like crazy.
He's 5'11", 210 pounds, a 6th-year grad student, already graduated from Yale, from Cooksville, Maryland, west of Baltimore.
After review, the ruling on the field of a touchdown stands.
So the first UCF touchdown for Penny Boone, 59 yards to the house.
And I tell you, again, in film session, they would have got all over him too. But I mean, they're gonna give major props to Wande Owens for sure, because he's been all over the place tonight for this New Hampshire defense.
Boomer's kick is up and good. 43-3 with 6.5 to go. Penny Boone, the Toledo transfer, shouting out to Detroit, Michigan.
Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my... Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my... Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my... Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible.
This is Formula One!
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
A lot of mouths to feed in that backfield they're eating tonight.
Yeah, 291 yards rushing as a team. You know, they averaged 228 a game last year. That was 4th best in the nation. So right where they wanted to take over from where they left off last year, doing a nice job. And you would expect that tonight against an FCS program.
Grant Reddick will kick it away for the second time to Caleb Mead at the 5-yard line. That's another short kick. Mead will take it to the 5. Mead spun down just short of the 20-yard line.
That'd be a perfect kick in the NFL, right in that landing zone.
What do you think about that?
You know, I just think he's going to keep the kickoff in the game. So I know a lot of people don't like change, but I actually like it.
I agree.
I do.
It'd become an irrelevant play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, with the touchbacks, it's ridiculous. Now you're going to put the returns back in the game, and so, yeah. And I think in preseason, a lot of the special teams coach, it was just vanilla.
Right.
There's going to be
They're not showing their hand.
Yeah, there's going to be some blocking schemes, and we're going to see a lot more kick returns in the NFL.
So Seth Morgan back out at quarterback for UNH. 11 out of 21, only 56 yards, and an interception in this game. Here comes the blitz. Quick screen out to the far side for Tomlinson. Keeps his balance and dives forward for a couple.
They had it set up nice. But again, Mac McWilliams gets underneath the block. Great speed from that corner position. He gets up there and makes that tackle.
UNH is at Holy Cross. That's a non-league game for them next week. They'll play all FCS teams the rest of the season. Stonehill at home on the 14th, which is their home opener. And then into Coastal Athletic Association CAA play against Bryant on September 21st. Zings it out into the flat for a completed pass to the 28-yard line, a gain of 8. A couple yards short of a first down. X-Ree Alexander, an FCS transfer from Idaho, makes the stop.
And we talked about it, Robert. Listen, when you're an FCS program and you come and play a power program like UCF, yeah, obviously you want to win the game, but at the end of the day, you want to get out of here healthy. You want to get some positive things on film, get some momentum, because as you just talked about their schedule, you're going to go into a schedule where you can be very productive and click off a lot of wins.
The CAA, one of the top FCS conferences, that the Missouri Valley, the Big Sky, probably the top 3. New Hampshire won the CAA in 22.
And one of the top teams,
New Hampshire,
Delaware,
their first of the half.
isn't eligible to win the championship or go to the playoffs this year because they are transitioning to FBS. They will be in Conference USA next year.
So we talk about the Big 12 scoreboard. North Dakota State, which is a perennial power. I mean, over the last 15 years, they've been the dominant program in FCS. They are leading on the road at Colorado.
Yeah, not the normal FCS program. You know, someone said it this week, and I agree. Like, if you're going to schedule a team week 1, just make sure they don't have Dakota in there.
Right.
Because, oh, by the way, South Dakota State won the national championship
2 years in a row.
So, I mean, they play Oklahoma State this week.
Those are scary games. If you're an FBS school, there's really no upside to that.
None.
If you lose, that's a really good team, but it still looks really bad.
The game you still should win,
right,
as the FBS opponent.
3rd and short. Morgan rolls out to the right, throws out of bounds, incomplete. And UNH will punt it again from their own territory.
Yeah, I mean, I like the play call. You roll Morgan out to the right. You have your receivers flood that side of the field. But again, you see the discrepancy of the speed and size. I mean, UCF, great coverage. Roll to that side of the field. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, the total yards 429 to 102 at this point. UNH 42 plays for 102 yards, roughly 2.5 yards per play in this game. And Sean Lehane will punt it again. Shorter kick. Townsend calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 36.
Fair catch at the 36-yard line.
The transfer portal. How about that graphic? 42 transfer portals for Deion Sanders out in Boulder. But that's the new norm now. I mean, every team turns over so much of their roster every year now.
Always talk about, right, what do we talk about with coaches? Continuity and togetherness and the culture.
Right.
Hard to build a culture, right, when you bring 42 new players in. But to your point, Robert, that is the new football. Right. I mean, it's the transfer portal is basically free agency on steroids with no rules.
KJ Jefferson is back out there with RJ Harvey for this drive with 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. 43-3 the score. Jefferson, the Arkansas transfer, as he hands it off to Harvey. Big hole right side. He's running free again. RJ Harvey cuts to the right and tackled from behind inside the 40-yard line. Zidane Williams on the stop, a gain of 24.
Yeah, I love this little draw play. The roll by KJ Jefferson, put it in the belly of RJ Harvey. Just let him go to work. And I love those zone draws like that because with a back that has great vision like RJ Harvey, lets him kind of just pick and find the hole and go.
Penny Boone in the game now, just scored on his last carry. Slowing down the pace a little bit here, down to 10 on the play clock. Gus Malzahn teams always push the tempo. Good hit. Good hit there by Mateo Vandemia as he drove Boone backwards.
Vandemia, nice job shooting through that hole from his linebacker position.
You see some of the top transfers for UCF this year. KJ Jefferson, we've talked about him, and Boone. Deshaun Pace had that interception early, and Miles Montgomery. 3 players from Cincinnati on the 2-deep inter-conference transfer within the conference in their first year at UCF. Reverse, up by 40. Here comes Townsend. Shakes a man, shakes another, and out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
And you say, yeah, why are they running that play? That's Gus Malzahn putting that on tape, right? For his opponents to see this play. And, you know, we talked about Xavier Townsend today and his punt returns. You know, I have one thing written on my boards for Xavier Townsend, and it's playmaker. And that's what he is. You get him the ball and he makes plays.
Johnny Richardson is the back. Play action. Jefferson has time, throws the wheel route again for Richardson. He's got it at the 10. He's got a touchdown. Johnny Richardson becomes the 4th running back to score. It's 49-3.
We talked about it in the open, about this running back room being the best in the Big 12, and I said arguably the best in the nation. And you just see, it's the same play they ran to Miles Montgomery. You just insert Johnny Richardson and run it. The half roll by KJ Jefferson, the wheel route down the left sideline by Johnny Richardson. A better pass on the wheel route that time by KJ Jefferson. Johnny Richardson walks it into the end zone.
Boomer's kick is up, and it is good. He has been perfect on extra points tonight. Makes it 50-3. There is a flag down. Johnny Richardson, his 3rd career touchdown catch. Did not have a touchdown catch.
Defense, number 11. That penalty is declined. Try is good.
He had only 1 touchdown last year. It was a rushing score.
And I love the play. You actually fake the handoff to Richardson, you roll, and then he just keeps going down that left sideline, little wheel route, good throw by KJ Jefferson. Yeah, all 4 running backs from that room that we talked about have all contributed in a big time way tonight. Like to see that. Now that room's gonna be happy in meetings on, I was gonna say Monday, but it's Thursday, so they'll meet, probably Saturday. But yeah, letting them all eat. Now, who's gonna be a little disgruntled?
The wide
receiver room, but listen, they kind of knew that coming into this game and into that season, and listen, their time is gonna come, there's no doubt about it.
By my estimation, Kobe Hudson is the only wide receiver who has caught a pass today. Only one. All the other completions have been to running backs or tight ends.
Or Pittman, yes, the tight end, you're right.
There's guys like Trent Whittemore, Jacoby Jones, Javarius Johnson, Xavier Townsend has been involved in the game from a return perspective, but has not caught a pass.
And the other thing I was going to mention is we saw that transfer list, right, of the UCF players. Every player on that transfer list has contributed in tonight's game.
Meade spun down at the 24-yard line.
And the only one that hasn't is Jakari Brown because he's the backup quarterback, but all those other players, offense and defense, have contributed nicely tonight to UCF. And that's really what they told us. They wanted to shore up the defense, get playmakers. They brought some defenders in here in the portal and then some pieces in offense. And so they filled some nice holes for this UCF team.
We're going to Coach Malzahn, talk to us about kind of a player-led team and how difficult it is in this day and age with so many new players and social media and this me attitude to get everyone rowing that boat in the same direction.
Yeah, and it can be tough, but you bring them in and just hope they mesh.
Seed on the carry. At the risk of sounding like old guys, I mean, that wasn't the case, right? That wasn't the case, I just feel like that's more prevalent now than it was maybe 30 years ago.
No, there's no doubt about it. And it's just, the game's different now. I mean, the portal's here to stay. It's not changing. And I mean, it's crazy to see, but kids are 3-4 schools, and we talked about it at dinner last night, like, where are these kids' loyalty's going to be? Like, what school are they going to graduate from? Where are they going to go back to visit? It's an interesting dynamic.
Morgan feeling the pressure, throws, it's intercepted. Antoine Jackson, a sophomore from the Fort Lauderdale area, second career INT.
And so Antoine Jackson wasn't even on that transfer list, but he's one of these transfers. He was a starter at ECU last year, East Carolina. Was one of their top defensive backs, and he stepped in here nicely, just one-on-one coverage on the outside. You just see the speed, sees the ball in the air, breaks on it, makes the catch, and then good pressure, of course. Makes Seth Morgan throw that ball probably a little before he wanted. It was Exree Alexander, Will linebacker. And he was an FCS All-American, Exree Alexander at Idaho, so he comes there and he's contributing.
Plus starting field position again for KJ Jefferson. Fakes the handoff, has a lot of time. He'll throw what's almost a lateral for Townsend. It's a jitterbug out there. Tackled from behind at the 24-yard line by Zidane Williams. Gain of 4.
Man, does he have great feet or what? I mean, he can stop on a dime and make people miss.
He's described by his coach as a workaholic, was Townsend. You see Antoine Jackson there. Transfer from ECU, as you mentioned. One INT at ECU last year as a true freshman, now a sophomore at UCF. Miles Montgomery's going to take it to the house for another score. 56-3, 25-yard run for Montgomery.
So a couple things is happening in this second half. One, we heard Gus Malzahn, he was not happy with his offensive line, right? Getting stuck a couple times. So they got after them at halftime. And two, this big offensive line for UCF, not only did they probably get chewed out at, they're bigger and stronger, and they're just wearing down a smaller defensive front of UNH, who played pretty tough in that first half, but now they're just controlling the line of scrimmage as UCF.
Boomer's kick is up and good. That is the 4th touchdown of the quarter for UCF, and their 4th TD drive under a minute in this game. That went 2 plays in 43 seconds, 29 yards total.
Yeah, offensively in this 3rd quarter, they look like a completely different team than they did in the first 2 quarters of this game.
Let's talk about those guys on the offensive line. It was, they don't have a ton of experience up there. They've got a first-year starter at right tackle, Paul Rubelt, who's an absolute mountain at 6'10", 330. Marcellus Marshall, a second-year starter at UCF. They had a lot of guys play at center last year. They had 4 different players start at center. One of them was Caden Kittler. He starts the year. And a second-year starter at left tackle from transfer from Alabama, Amari Kite.
Yeah, Amari Kite's got the most experience. Adrian Medley at left guard. You know, Paul Rubelt is interesting, from Germany. He's put 5 years in here. He finally gets a chance. He wins the starting job. You know, he's 6'10", 330, big right tackle. And Gus said, listen, he's an NFL guy. And I talked to Herb Hand, the offensive line coach, before the game, one of the best offensive line coaches in the nation. And he's excited about this bunch. Now, that group, it takes a little time for that group to gel as well. And, you know, maybe got stuffed a couple times in the first half, but they're gelling here in the 3rd quarter.
Best return of the game for Caleb Mead out past the 30. And now you're to the point where if you're UNH, this last 16 minutes and 22 seconds can't go off the clock fast enough. You just don't want to get anybody hurt at this point. You see that offensive line group rewarded for a job well done here this evening.
Yeah, Herb Hand's sitting there to the right with the headset on. He's not facing the group, and that's probably a good thing, right? Because usually if he's turned and facing you, he's probably telling you a few things, but feels pretty good right now about that play. And actually, he's got the iPad. You can see 54 is in the way, but that's what he's doing. He's looking at that instant iPad. You can see the plays immediately from the last series.
Whistles before the play and a UNH timeout. In this 3rd quarter alone, UCF has 253 yards and 28 points as they've blown it wide open.
So what really was kind of a sloppy first half from UCF, other than special teams, I thought was pretty sharp, but you know, pretty good on defense, but sloppy on offense. It's been a 180. They've come out here in this 3rd quarter, so
please set the game.
You know, the adjustments the coaches made, it's really not so much adjustments. I think they probably got after their butt a little bit in that locker room, and they've responded nicely as UCF.
So you talked about those tablets, and I think one of the most interesting aspects of it, and you're going to see this at some point during the year, if you show the official the tablet to point something out, it's a penalty.
15-yard penalty, yeah.
It's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for 15 yards. And that is going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yep.
You can't do that.
Well, because it happened when they tried it in the bowl games for the trial. It happened. And they were doing it, and they were trying to explain you can't do that.
UCF so strong last year running the ball, and they've started off the same way this year. Run into the ball on defense there. Jamal Johnson, number 99, a sophomore from Miami, along with Andrew Harris.
Ted Roof told us he wanted negative plays out of this defense, especially on early downs. They get one right there, and now you're up where you see Jamal Johnson in there. Now you get some of your subs in. You got a whole quarter to play. You get some young guys, some experience. This goes a long way, and there's Coach Roof.
His intensity has not waned with the score. Wants them to finish this strong as they're in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
You're constantly teaching. You never stop.
Seed driven backwards. Lost a yard. Dalen Dotson. Dalen Dotson's a highly touted transfer as well. He's an FCS guy from UT Martin, played there for 4 years. First team All-OVC and second team All-American last year.
FCS All-American. And so what happens to these FCS programs, we already talked about New Hampshire's quarterback, Max Brosner from last year's at Minnesota. College coaches at the FBS level love those FCS players because they've been playing 2, 3, 4 years. They're All-Americans. They got tape, and you can see them, and it's just easy pickings, and you know what you're getting in the transfer portal.
That will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. All UCF in quarter number 3. They win that quarter 28-0. We head to the 4th with the Knights up 57-3 on UNH. Well on their way to their first win of the season. All the running backs getting involved in the 3rd quarter. We're back with the 4th quarter right after this.
Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible.
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here. The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
Coming up soon on ESPN Plus, Hometown Hero, the story of Orlando's own RJ Harvey. The UCF production crew, in particular Aaron, did a fantastic job getting that all set up. We'll enjoy that coming up on ESPN Plus. Morgan throwing deep, hand fighting down there, incomplete. Tomlinson, the intended target. And we plan on talking to RJ Harvey after the game. Robert Lee, Rini, and Golia, our entire terrific crew from the Bounce House, FBC Mortgage Stadium in Orlando. 57-3, UCF has blown this one wide open. Well on their way to a 1-0 start. UNH will start 0-1 and head back into FCS competition next week at Holy Cross. Sam Houston, which is now an FBS school, will visit UCF next Saturday. That's a 6:30 start.
Good coverage on that play by Jakari Henderson. And like I said, get the backups in, get him some valuable reps.
Different punt returner back there this time. I believe it's Trent Whittemore. And he was stopped after a short game. Take a timeout, 57-3, UCF with the lead.
Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible. Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible.
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here. The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
UCF's R.J. Harvey not the only Orlando native playing in this game. UNH's Flex Ruiz has it homecoming today. Two-time All-CAA selection, played at Osceola High School, the Cowboys with a K. He's a defensive end and a preseason All-CAA selection. Said he had about 12 or 13 people coming to the game, his mom, his brothers, and his uncle. A nice homecoming for Flex Ruiz.
Yeah, we spoke to him this week. Great young man, and he's going to do a lot of work in the CAA. He's going to have a big year for the Wildcats.
1.5 tackles for loss for Ruiz today. It's Penny Boone on the carry. Did ask him, his name is Dylan, and he's going by Flex this year, so we said, well, why Flex? He said he actually played with Tyler Wren, who's a sophomore running back at UCF. They were playing Pop Warner. He loves this hip-hop song, No Flex Zone, and the coach didn't like calling him Mr. Flex. He said, we're just going to call you Flex now, and they've been calling him that since the 7th grade. Flex Ruiz. Coming to a program near you. Jakari Brown, the new quarterback for UCF. Brown galloping his way forward, spinning forward to the 45. Jakari Brown, a third-year sophomore transfer from Miami.
And so Gus Malzahn's very familiar with Jakari Brown. Recruited him at Auburn. He ended up going to Miami, and now he comes back with Gus. And the one thing I asked Gus about Jakari that he loved, he said the offense doesn't change from him or KJ Jefferson. Similar skill sets.
Jakari Brown, similar size, 6'4", 220. Played in only one game at Miami last year. It actually was their bowl game, the Pinstripe Bowl against Rutgers. He threw for 181 yards and a score, also ran for 2 touchdowns in that game. Miami lost the game by a touchdown. But the year before, he had played 8 games at Miami and started twice.
Yeah, and it's a luxury for a coach when you put the backup quarterback that the offense can stay exactly the same.
Brown from Valdosta, Georgia, near the Florida-Georgia line. Bouncing outside to the left is Johnny Richardson trying to turn the corner and driven out of bounds by Jonathan Collins, a backup cornerback after a gain of 12.
And you just see the quickness. Johnny Richardson presses the hole. When you hear me say press hole, he steps up into the hole. Then he's got the speed to bounce it, and that's dangerous when you have quicks like that, like Johnny Richardson.
Penny Boone back in there. In the backfield, the reigning MAC Offensive Player of the Year at Toledo, transferred here to UCF. Steps to the right of Brown and gets the handoff. Just driving the pile forward for about 5 yards on the play, maybe 6.
And, you know, we've been talking all night about the depth in this running back room. The other thing I love, Robert, is they all bring something different to the table. Like, you know, R.J. Harvey, obviously dynamic, everything he does. You got Penny Boone, a 230-pounder. Johnny Richardson, kind of that scat back. And then, you know, Miles Montgomery, another one that kind of is all-purpose, can do everything.
Brown's first pass is caught. Jared Baker on the catch.
Boy, and a nice, quick release from Jakari Brown. Tight spiral, zips it out there.
It's the first time UCF's had a third down this half. They have moved the ball very well here since halftime. It's Brown, and he has got a first down to the 28-yard line, maybe the 29. It is enough to move the sticks. Toscano there on the tackle. We talked about the losses of Brosmer and Lauby, as there is a UNH player down. will stop the play.
Yeah, it's Zidane Williams, I believe.
Yes, number 10.
Yeah, and again, man, I hate this because in a game like this, that's the one thing you want to do.
He is
get out of this game healthy. So that's a great sign, seeing Zidane Williams get up, the captain, one of the leaders, and he's jogging off the field, which is great.
We talked about some of the players. UNH lost to the pros. UCF lost some pro players as well, most notably Javon Baker, who was their leading receiver last year, led the Big 12 in receiving yards, a 4th-round pick of the Patriots. He made the team. John Rice Plumlee, who was their quarterback last year, was cut by the Steelers in the last round of cuts. He's a good candidate to be on the practice squad. And Tremont Morris-Brash, who had 20.5 tackles for loss, did make the practice squad of the Los Angeles Chargers. Richardson, a good run, and dragged out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, since Gus Malzahn has taken over this program, just a really nice job in recruiting. He's really elevated. Obviously went from playing in the American Athletic Conference to the Big 12. Recruiting has really just risen every year. And then, of course, in the transfer portal, they've really done a nice job filling pieces. And
NIL.
Yeah,
you've got to get that up and running to the point where it's competitive with the bigger schools in the league.
Yeah, it's called the Kingdom here, and they're working hard.
Good throw from Brown on the out pattern, and it is caught by Kylan Fox for a 6-yard gain.
And so, you know, it's tradition. We're at the point of the game where there's going to be guys in the game that are not on our depth chart. So we'll pull the roster up, but that's a nice issue to have, right? For UCF, you can really empty the bench and get some guys some meaningful minutes here of game reps.
This will be the 9th win year in a row that UCF has won their season opener. Brown, fade pattern near side, incomplete. Intended for Jacoby Jones. First time we've called his name out. You talk about that 2024 recruiting class for UCF, raising the level of the program.
Yeah, I mean, you look right there, 7 4-star recruits, 22 transfers, and see the top recruits, and you have to do that, right? You got to build your team now, top recruits and in the transfer portal.
Richardson, nope, it's Brown keeping it, and he is submarined by Wande Owens.
Owens has had a really nice night tonight. We got to give him the recognition he's due. He's played
putting it on tape.
Yes,
I mean, you know, NFL guys are going to find you no matter what, but he's putting this on tape in it's a big-time environment. Also, interestingly, this is the 4th year in a row that UCF has opened on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Which gives you that extra couple day, kind of a mini bye leading into your second game, which presumably is on a Saturday as Richardson runs it over to the far side, trying to get to the end zone. Instead, he picks up a 1st down. But it's a little extra time before that week 2 game as the schedule ramps up a bit.
No, I agree. And again, we talked about it. You know, you open the game, you open the season with an FCS opponent in UNH. Sam Houston out of Conference USA. You're going to be big, you know, obviously big favorite in this game and winning it big. Big favorite against Sam Houston. You want to use those games to get a lot of guys some work and work out some kinks, and it really is a nice springboard in to your conference play where you open up at TCU.
Brown rolls out right, throws, almost a diving catch there in the back of the end zone. Chauncey Magwood, the intended receiver, transfer from Kentucky, 2nd year at UCF.
Tell you what though, Jakari Brown, he's got a little zip in that throw. Boy.
Oh yeah.
He can sling it when he releases it, and he knew he was going to take a big hit.
I think slinging is really the word. He's kind of got that motion where he just slings it out there. Delayed handoff for Richardson. He stopped inside the 5. And it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Johnny Richardson runs hard. But there's the one, you know, we talk about the different skill sets for the backs. I mean, Johnny Richardson's 175, so generally, you know, he's not going to be the one running it up in it. It's going to be one of the bigger backs like a Penny Boom, but he is not afraid to run it between the tackles. He runs hard.
15th play of this clock-eating drive. Trying to finish it off here on 3rd and goal. Brown spinning his way forward, fighting for the end zone, but comes up short. Tim Bonagura there on the stop, number 93. And it'll be 4th down from the 2.
Yeah, Brown wanted that touchdown, but give UNH credit. Listen, this is a pride thing now, right? listen, the game's over, right? But you want to hold them out of the end zone. You don't want them in. And, you know, the game is such where you're not going to kick a field goal here to make it 60. You're just going to go for it. But this is a challenge for UCF, or for UNH, right? Hey, I want to keep them out of the end zone.
Again, positives you can build on when you're back in your own weight class next week. Penny Boone comes in at running back behind Jakari Brown in the pistol set. Incomplete. Intended for Jacoby Jones, will send us to a timeout. UCF comes up empty. UNH with the stop down, 57-3.
Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible... Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible...
This is Formula One!
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
The Big 12 college football season is coming up on ESPN Plus with 6 games on Saturday. 2 o'clock in Stillwater, South Dakota State. The FCS champions take on 17th ranked Oklahoma State. Towson and Cincinnati at 2:30 at 7 o'clock at night. UT Martin and K-State. Also Baylor hosts Tarleton State at 7:30. Texas Tech and Abilene Christian. Rounding it out, Southern Illinois against BYU. All those games on ESPN Plus. UNH backed up in its own 2-yard line here. And it will be Seth Morgan in there at quarterback. And he will fake the handoff, and he'll look for Logan Tomlinson, who makes the catch out past the 25 to the 30. And a flag is down, and maybe some sort of personal foul coming up here at the end of the play against UCF.
Yeah, because that flag did come in late.
31-yard gain.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit, defense number 16, 15-yard penalty, first down.
You just see one-on-one there. Nice job by Logan Tomlinson, just hand fighting, beats Antoine Jackson. You see the late hit coming in there, and
TJ Bullard, number 16.
Not going to make Ted Roof very happy. I mean, they were at the 2-yard line, one play, they're near midfield.
Past the midway point of the 4th quarter, it's a handoff for a backup running back. It's Denzel Gibson on the carry, and he's immediately swallowed up. 5-yard loss.
Yeah, good penetration here, getting off the blocks, get to the running back in the backfield and get that tackle for the loss. There's Dotson there, Dalen Dotson, talked about him earlier, former FCS All-American. Nice play right there. He's one of those quicker, smaller D linemen, if you will, 6'3", 255, but really gets off the ball quick.
Well, they planned on using him at defensive end, but John Walker, who was a key part of their defensive tackle rotation coming into the year, is out for a while, according to Coach Malzahn. So they moved Dotson into that defensive tackle rotation.
And it'll be interesting because once he gets in 12 play, right, with those bigger offensive linemen, again, he's 255, and you slide him inside, you're going to be going up against some big hoggies in there. So that'll be interesting. And just a note on John Walker, who hurt lower body, and they were looking for big things for him. Gus Malzahn says they believe they'll get him back before the season's over, which is good news.
Clock running with 6 minutes left to go. UNH had a field goal late in the second quarter, their only points of this game. Morgan had it batted in the air, and it's incomplete. I thought it was interesting talking to Coach Santos. He said, what's the message to the team as you head into this game? You're a huge underdog. It's FCS versus FBS. He said, God may have made them bigger, faster, and stronger, but we can be tougher. We can be grittier. And he said, raise your hand if you got an FBS offer. Yeah. He said 4 guys raised their hand in the entire room.
He said, handled the moment. And early on, I thought they did.
Right.
Keep your emotions in check, and I thought they did that. And then the other big one was hold off UCF's initial charge, and they did that.
Yeah.
They were only down 6-0 after the first quarter, but when you play a power program on the road, and just eventually it's a war of attrition, right? Too many athletes, too fast, too big, too strong.
More scholarships.
Yeah.
And let's not overlook that. There's 63 scholarships in FCS. FBS has 85.
Number 30, 5-yard penalty.
For now.
Fourth down.
Soon to be 105.
Right.
But the rosters get smaller, which is a little weird, but some changes coming up with obviously a big lawsuit that the NCAA had, and a settlement, and judges involved, and lots going on in college football.
Tell me when it's resolved.
Yeah.
Tennyson running onto the field late for UCF. Whittemore makes a sliding fair catch at the 25. We'll take a timeout, under 6 to go. UCF up big.
Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the Citi Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
The FedEx Cup playoffs start here.
Trent Whittemore just made the fair catch before that timeout. We mentioned earlier that in a game of a lot of local interest, UCF is playing up the road at Florida on October the 5th. Bragging rights here in the area. That's going to be a very interesting week in the Whittemore house. Trent played 4 years at Florida from 19 to 22. He's now in his second year at UCF, so that's one factor. Trent's dad, Mark, played wide receiver at UCF back in the 90s. He had almost 2,000 receiving yards. Trent's mom, Missy, was an all-SEC volleyball player at Florida back in the mid-90s as well. A lot of things going on game week, UCF, Florida.
They got to be wearing black.
Yeah, obviously.
They got to.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see those half and half shirts, but I think they'll all be behind the Knights that night. But
and Trent Whittemore's a big target. Coaches were happy with him this year. He's one of the leaders in that wide receiver room. Said he's an exceptional blocker as well, which, hey, when you got a running attack like UCF does, you need to block on the outside. But a big target, 6'4", 210, he's going to make some catches this year.
Those two schools separated by about 2 hours. Running over the left side is Cam Ingram. First carry for that running back, a redshirt junior from Auburn, Alabama.
You know, Robert, that was a game that Florida, an agreement they made back when UCF was a group of 5 team, and now it comes, they go up there and they're a Big 12 team, so probably a game they wouldn't have scheduled if
right.
they knew the way things were going to pan out a few years later.
Oh, batted in the air. Jackson Stone, a backup linebacker, batted the ball. They have played fairly recently. Yeah. In 2021, they played in the Gasparilla Bowl. UCF beat Florida en route to a 9-4 season that year. That game was played in Tampa.
Yeah, and I was at that game. A lot of UCF fans there, sold out pretty much Raymond James Stadium, and it's a good performance by the Knights.
Brown keeps and dragged down after picking up a first down to the 38-yard line as we come up on 5 minutes to go. Gain of 5.
You know, all in all, we talked about slow start in the first half from UCF, but came out and did what they needed to do in the third quarter, the team that we thought they would be. So all in all, be able to clean some stuff up.
What are some of the points do you think they're going to emphasize in practice?
Yeah, I think getting off to a quick start, right? I just think they were just it's sloppy in different places. So you got to clean some stuff up. Obviously, KJ Jefferson got better throwing the ball later in the game, but again, he's going to have to work on his accuracy, and sometimes it's more so just throwing to a spot and trusting his receivers that he's throwing into a spot and they're going to get there. But, you know, all in all, it's a good night for UCF.
And there was a big turnover in that first half. Pace was really a close game, to be honest with you, at that time. But Deshaun Pace made an interception, returned it inside the 5. They scored on the next play, and that took it from 6-0 to 13-0, and it kind of got away from them.
And the other thing, we mentioned earlier, if you're Gus Malzahn, if you're defensive coordinator Ted Roof, offensive coordinator Tim Harris Jr., you're really happy with the pieces you added to this program. They all stepped up and contributed nicely tonight.
Designed run for Brown. He's in the open field. Ja'Cory Brown fumbled the ball. Recovered by UNH at the 20-yard line. So Ja'Cory Brown made a good run, but then fumbled it at the very end and is recovered. Jackson Stone knocked it out.
And we talk about, you know, learning things. So right here, you got to protect the ball. He gets slapped out. Great job by the linebacker there to punch that ball out. That's exactly what you need to do. Jackson Stone, great play, but if you're Ja'Cory Brown, you're in the open field, you have to have ball security.
Sam Rumelhart recovered the fumble. Jackson Stone, a sophomore from Lebanon, New Hampshire.
We've talked about it tonight, a few guys from UNH. They don't give up on plays. Right. They run hard to the football. When they get there, they make things happen.
New quarterback in, Matt Vezza, redshirt freshman from the Chicago area. And again, New England, you know, you played at UMass. I know you've got a lot of pride Yankee Conference days back in the day, but New England not looked at as one of the hotbeds of football or college football. As Vesa, a good run over the right side for a first down. But there's a lot of pride in these kids, a lot of them under-recruited, not getting the big offers that maybe some of the kids down south do, and they're playing hard all the way to the end.
Yeah, and Matt Vesa, we talked about him, and I know you'll tell us 7 snaps last year as a true freshman, only threw 2 passes. What did he do with those 2 passes, Robert? One was a touchdown.
Yeah, on 4th and 10, he threw a game-winning 38-yard touchdown to beat Monmouth late in the season. He only played 7 plays, as you said, threw 2 passes. One of them was a game winner with about 2 minutes to go. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here, Matt Vesa hands it off. It's Gibson. UNH will fly home tonight. They anticipate getting home around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Back in the Granite State at Holy Cross. Holy Cross had a coaching change. Bob Chesney went to James Madison. They have a new coach. That's next Saturday at 2 o'clock. Stonehill and then Bryant, the CAA opener. Every game from Elon out to the end is a conference game. Villanova, one of the preseason favorites, and UAlbany, a team that New Hampshire beat last year. UAlbany went all the way to the Final Four of the FCS playoffs.
Yeah, and I think Rick Santos is going to turn around. I think you'll see this UNH team compete for a CAA championship and make the NCAA playoffs, FCS playoffs this year.
This should be the last play before the 2-minute timeout. And it will be. UCF 2 minutes away from a season-opening victory for the 9th year in a row. 57-3 the score.
When we say charge on, we commit to do extraordinary things, to put in the work, to be smarter and stronger, to let them know we're coming. Charge on! Charge on!
Everything you thought you knew is brand new. We on the new wave. This ain't what it was. See, when the game changes, so do we. Every day, every play. Always been greater than 12, now standing 16 strong. In every end zone, any time zone. When everyone else keeps asking, what's next? We know we are.
Hey, Kerry, you're clear.
Vamos.
This is incredible. Carrie Abello looks 100% as she passes through the leading edge rehab center. Our surgeons aren't the only ones honing their skills today. 7 floors dedicated exclusively to orthopedics and spine, and she can't be stopped on any of them. Just the goalie to beat. But wait.
Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute. Choose well.
When we say charge on, we commit to do extraordinary things, to put in the work, to be smarter and stronger, to let them know we're coming. Charge on! Charge on!
Everything you thought you knew is brand new. We on the new wave. This ain't what it was. See, when the game changes, so do we. Every day, every play. Always been greater than 12, now standing 16 strong. In every end zone, any time zone. When everyone else keeps asking, what's next? We know we are.
A lot of guys contributed tonight on offense for UCF, and everyone leaves week 1 feeling good about their contribution.
Yeah, all 4 running backs scored. KJ Jefferson, Tim Harris Jr., the offensive coordinator, we asked him, how do you keep these guys happy? And he said it could be tough, and he said he was curious how the reactions are going to be, but the reactions are going to be good in the running back room. He's the wide receiver coach, too. That's where probably he's like, coach, we know how to throw the ball a little bit more, but running backs was excellent tonight for them.
Vesa scrambling and has the first down out past to the 44-yard line. Gain of 9 for the first down, and there's Tim Harris Jr. Second stint at UCF, but first year as offensive coordinator.
Yeah, loves the new role. You know, obviously works a lot. Game plan with Gus Malzahn and getting stuff put together, and had a good time talking with Tim yesterday. And again, nice addition back to this coaching staff for Gus Malzahn. Great recruiter too.
Coming up in a minute to go, Veza will hand it off. It's Gibson on the carry again for a gain of 6. First ever meeting between these two schools. UNH, as we mentioned, will fly back late tonight into tomorrow morning back to Durham, New Hampshire, which is about an hour north of Boston along the Atlantic coast, the home of the University of New Hampshire. UCF will be home next week against Sam Houston next Saturday, 6:30 start here at the Bounce House. This could be the final play of the game. And it will be close to a first down. I think they will stop the clock here momentarily for a first down at the 45-yard line, and they'll wind the clock, and UNH does not have to run another play if they don't want. I don't think they will. Coming up on 20 seconds to go, we are going to talk to RJ Harvey after the game and ask him about this season opening victory in his hometown. That'll do it. UCF, the Sunshine State's only undefeated team. They start 1-0, 57-3 over UNH.
You know, a slow start, but you love the adjustments at halftime. You know, the coaches kind of got after them, especially that offensive line, those defensive front, and it came out in this third quarter and really played well. Kind of what we thought they'd do in the beginning, but they do what they need to do in the second half, and they pull away like they should have.
Yeah, it was only 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. A turnover, a block punt for a safety in the second quarter. It was 29-3 at halftime. It really wasn't a dominant 29-3, if that makes any sense, but they did dominate that third quarter.
And we talked about it. So the nice thing is you open up on a Thursday, an extra 2 days, right? Because you play Sam Houston on the 7th. And again, the biggest improvement any team makes is from that first game to game 2. So they got a lot of stuff to break down. Got a lot of guys reps today. So clean some stuff up, but a good start to the 2024 season for the UCF Knights.
They finish up at about 550 yards, 370 of those in the second half, and RJ Harvey had himself another big game.
Yeah, didn't disappoint. Exactly what we thought he would do. Just takes over from where he did last year, making plays, scoring touchdowns, and just excellent vision. Tremendous feet. Gets it into the end zone.
11 carries, 142 yards, and a couple of scores. That big 60-yard run where he was tackled inside the 1-yard line, as they're going to sing the alma mater here. 12 catches, or touches, I should say, in the game for 150 total yards. RJ Harvey from nearby Edgewater High School. A 60-year senior, honorable mention All Big 12 last year, but he was a Doak Walker Award semifinalist last season. He's on his way to a big year.
You know, because UCF was a new team into the Big 12 and just kind of came, you know, onto the stage, I don't think a lot of people knew RJ Harvey, and again, I don't think he got the respect nationally he deserves, and within the conference. People know who he is now. Really, this year, some of the pundits still didn't pick him as one of the top 3 running backs in the Big 12, and he's very humble. He won't say it, but I'll say it. It puts a little chip on your shoulder, and he's going to get after it. And the nice thing is that running back room, you know, there's 4 of them, right? And they all have a different skill set, so they can give each other breaks, and it's tough on defenses, and it's going to be a luxury for RJ Harvey to have that many other backs in that room.
Well, and some guys would bristle at somebody else coming in to take my carries, but he said it's actually going to make me better.
The days of I want 25, 30 carries, kind of over. These guys know, listen, I want to be fresh, you know, productive. I want to keep my legs fresh for my NFL career. You know, they don't want to carry the ball 30, 35 times a game. They want 15, 16 touches. Let some other guys get in there. So it's the perfect formula for RJ Harvey, and a great start to this 2024 season for him and the Knights.
joining us here momentarily after the 57-3 victory for UCF over New Hampshire in the season opener. And we're now joined by senior RJ Harvey from Orlando, Florida. Robert Lee and Rini Angolia with you. RJ, congratulations on the win. Tell us your immediate emotions. You didn't get a huge amount of touches, but you said in the preseason that was going to make you better having those other guys in the room.
Yeah, I feel like we did all right. You know, we made a lot of mistakes throughout the game, but so we came out halftime firing on all cylinders. So we just gonna go back to the film room, look at everything, and clean up all our mistakes.
Yeah, got a lot of guys touches, RJ, which is nice out of that running back room. I know receivers probably aren't going to be too happy, but they know that they're going to get their chances as the season goes. But you're a humble guy. You talk, you know, people had asked, hey, you know, you didn't go to the NFL draft. You came back and you told me, listen, we ended up with a losing record last year.
Yeah.
That's what drove me come back. We want to finish this thing off right. And you get a good start tonight. A little sloppy in the first half, and as you said, you'll clean some stuff up. But just talk about you coming back and what you think this team can do in the Big 12 this year.
Yeah, I feel like our team, we got, you know, we got players skill all around, you know, on the defense and offensive side of the ball. So, you know, I feel like we can run the table this year.
RJ, now Rini was a running back before you were born. He was a UMass Hall of Famer way back in the day, but he said in the film room that the guys are going to give you a little bit of grief because number 5 for the other team ran you down on that 60-yard run.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, honestly. Matter of fact, I just talked to number 5. I said he was rolling. He caught me. But, yeah, they gonna get on me about that in the film room. I'm getting ready for it.
Listen, Penny got caught too.
Yeah.
Penny got a little lucky. Same guy. Yeah. So give it to Penny as well.
Yeah,
RJ.
yeah. Penny. Luckily he got in. He got the touchdown. But yeah, it was a good play by number 5.
RJ, congratulations on the win. Best of luck and health the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
RJ, good luck this year, buddy.
RJ Harvey, the Orlando native, Edgewater High School, as UCF opens its season with an emphatic victory. Corner Rini Angolia and our entire terrific ESPN crew. So long from Orlando, Florida. Robert Lee saying so long. Final score, UCF 57 and UNH 3. UCF starts the season 1-0. They host Sam Houston next week. UNH 0-1, they're on the road at Holy Cross. So long from Orlando, Florida.
Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since my City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible Since the City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn me more cash back in my top eligible
This is Formula One!